I am here to serve your will, for that is my civil duty. Meow. Hello, Trent. Julian, for God's sake. Привет, Майами, поесть для того, чтобы склонить. Hello, Miami boy. I am here to fulfill your will. Julian! Oh my god. Hey, Pixie! Julian! Oh god. How are ya? I'm good. Finally slept for once. My mouse. Yeah, good. Hey, Pixie. Yeah, Julian. Question. Yeah? What's the question, Julian? Maybe do the short reaction video first? Yeah, sure. 100%. 100%. We can do a short reactions video. A short videos reaction, yeah. Let me send it first. Okay, good. I will be waiting. Oh god. Okay, let's see if everything is working. Wait. I will remove this one. Let's see. Oh god. Oh god. Julian, I know what video this is. Julian, I think I know what video this is. I have 3 videos. You sent the third part, by the way. Watched it? No, I did not watch it, but I saw only the thumbnails. And you know what? We can do it from here. We can do all the 3 parts of this one. Where is it? Where is it? Here. Starting from this one. This is a trilogy. Wait. Wait for what? Hold up a second. I did not intend that third. Wait a second. Also. That 3. Okay. But whatever. We're doing the entire trilogy. In that case. So let's fucking start. Oh god, I am terrified. Oh.
So, I've been reading some shoujo harem manga, and it seems women
What?
like something like this, huh?
I don't
Brother.
know what you're talking about. I'm not one of those losers who reads shitty romance stories.
Oh,
Neither am I.
so you're saying you're not like other women, huh?
What?
Interesting. You are a very interesting woman indeed.
Hey, don't
What in
use
the
that
goddamn?
line. You just sound like one of the bad boys from a reverse harem story.
Oh, so you did read those interesting material, huh?
No, I mean, I'm
You want what? You want to be pinned to the wall by me? You want me to be obsessed with you?
What
Do you
in
want
the
me to resort to
goddamn?
extreme methods to get you? You want me to force myself onto you, to taste you, to feel your sweet, sweet nectar?
She's losing it. She's losing it. She's
You want me to
shaking.
connect with you in the deepest way
Oh my god. Are her thighs that jiggly or she's just shaking that much?
possible? And then after that, you'll develop Stockholm Syndrome for me once you hear my tragic backstory?
No, it's not that it's
The Apexy
it's
Charmer.
just
The Apexy Charmer.
But then maybe you want me to be the
I don't
cute
know.
boy type. Or perhaps the smart, intelligent type. I can be whatever you like, Galbrina. You know, in 1,000 years of my life, I've assumed multiple personalities. So I can be any type of hot man all at once. Or maybe...
They're watching it like it's a TV show. This to love in it, this one is getting PTSD.
Have another fantasy you'd like to fulfill? Whatever your fantasy is, there will be no escaping me.
I can't hold it anymore. Let's do it right here and right now.
Oh my
Why are you so eager all of a sudden? Can't hold it anymore, huh? Fine then. Let's just do it.
Oh, Virgil! Virgil! Oh. Mifra! Oh, hello, Mifra. Well, that was the second. Oh my god. Okay, let's go to the next one, to second part 2.
Previously in
Oh my god, she's still in the fantasy land.
Wuthering Wives parody.
Wait.
Previously in Wuthering Wives parody, my brother interrupted me when I tried to turn Galbrina into a showdown.
Wait. Your brother, isn't he like gender bent to you? Like, aren't you just a gender bent of each other?
But he revealed that Galbrina is her daughter. Whoa, that is quite unexpected development. Now, let's see how this father...
Excuse me? Oh god. Oh. Sweet home Alabama. What the fuck?
Mother and daughter duo reconcile their lost relationship.
A few moments later.
What the hell?
Daddy. I love you so much. I don't care about what people said. I still want to be with you.
What in...
Galbrina, we can't do this. This is wrong.
What's
And yet you were doing that 2 minutes ago. What the fuck? I am losing my speech. You were doing that 2-3 minutes ago. What the fuck are you talking about?
so wrong about it? You have no problem doing it with Aunt Rover.
That's different. You're my daughter.
Can you pretend like I'm not your daughter? Just for a moment?
No, we can't. This is wrong on so many levels.
If this is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Oh god. Oh god. Did these two have a personality switch between the videos? Oh god. Ah! Virgil, save me! Oh my god. What in... You just had to put in the Xenoblade 2 main menu team. I remember this one. my goat. You're getting the like for that one.
Huh? What?
What
What's
in the...
happening to me?
What the fuck are you? Wait. Where's the body? The next video will risk you. The risk will come. I hope it will be done too, but... excuse me, but where is the body? Where the fuck... Where the fuck is the body?
Oh shit. Another yandere.
What do you mean by another? Like, you definitely are not with Frolova.
Why can't I feel my dick?
You are always mine and mine alone, Daddy.
Ah! Oh, God. Right. This thumbnail isn't helping, by the way. well, this was deep. Yeah, the plot has thickened. And
You
I
are-
mean literally thickened. Look at this shit. The plot is very thickened and is clipping. My daughter wants to have coitus with me, but I had post-nut clarity 100 million years ago. I write light novel. Light novel? Oh, this is what the women call today smart. I suspect an ultimate battle of Yandere is coming soon. Shopkeeper will not approve of Galbrena's story. Doing this to M. Rover. Oh god. Let's see. Part 3. I am terrified. What happened between the parts? Like, wait. Galbrena got Rover's body out of the trash can? What the fuck is going on?
Galbrina, you have already grown so beautifully. Daddy is very proud of you.
Thank you, Daddy. Do I look cute to you?
Not just cute, you became Daddy's ideal woman. It makes me want to marry you.
Daddy, you're so naughty. Galbrina
Nice. We got the sequel to the Gabsbook family. Just brilliant.
is really happy to hear that.
Do you want a reward from Daddy for being such a good girl?
Yes, Daddy. Please. I can't hold this desire anymore.
What in the
You've been
fuck?
such a good girl, Galbrina. Now, bend over and Daddy will reward you with the most heavenly of pleasures.
A few
Follower,
moments
come
later.
here, quick! Is that... Wait, Guyan? What in the fuck? Guyan?
It appears that the chi point in your daughter's body is a bit messy. I may have to do a bit of readjusting to regulate the chi flow.
Just do whatever you must, Brother Chuan. Please help her.
I may have
Chuan?
to use the 8 trigram heavenly fist to open up her chi flow, brother.
Very well, brother.
What in...
Please cure her horny syndrome.
You were playing along! You were just playing along for... Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I approve this moment. Don't tell me you will absorb all her horniness. What? Mongolian throat sinking? Okay, based. Abi? Abraxas? What in... It's Avatar. Right. The original Avatar finale. Yeah, I remember this one. Oh god. Okay, now it makes so much sense. Wait. Wait, that means Abi. Wait, if I remember correctly, Abi represents in that case all the previous avatars that were before Ankh, right? Was that the plot of how it works? I think it was this way. The turtle. Wait, there was a turtle in the original Airbender? Or are you talking about the turtle for Korra? I'm pretty sure in Korra was a turtle. But in Aang's book, in Aang's stories... God, I need to watch Avatar, really. I did not watch it for like 10 years, my god. That taught Aang to bend energy? Hold the fuck up. Bend energy. Oh god, I need... Don't tell me that the lore of Avatar Korra went that fucking far from common sense. No, that was in the original books. It was in the cartoon. Okay, I called them cartoons because in the Hebrew localization, the tomes, the chapters were literally called books. So yeah, that's on me. Please cure her. Please cure her. My god, Abby is so stupidly big. So fluffy.
Your own spirit must be unbendable, or you will be corrupted and destroyed.
Oh god. What is going on? Why is there a legendary Super Saiyan power-up?
Yeah, she is absolutely becoming impotent now.
Wait, she's becoming what?
Yeah, she is absolutely becoming impotent now. I might have gone a little too hard on her.
You were tasked with curing her mind, not making her, not sterilize her, for fuck's sake. And now this man will not have any grandchildren at all. Great job, Abby. This is why you lost your memory, because you're a fucking retard. Wait a second, but how did Galbrena went from please don't do it to harder? I think it happened right here. I think it happened right here between the first and two chapters. Let's see. Yeah, it happened here.
So, are you ready to give up, Galbrina? Come on, why you keep suffering trying to suppress your own desire for cute Shota? Look at him.
Hey Pixie, since the update is near, can you watch the last episode? We need F Rover. Wait, there's a fourth? There's a fourth one? Ah, the last video like that came out recently. No? The last video that came out recently. Sure, but first of all, let's watch the in-between episode, like what happened between 1 and 2. Because I need to know why Galbrena became
So, are
that
you
in
ready
part
to give
2.
up, Galbrina? Come on, why you keep suffering trying
Gotcha.
to suppress
Okay.
your own desire for cute Shota? Look at him, he's just standing there waiting for you.
What
The
in...
Shota are made to be loved by hot big sisters like us. It's in their nature to seduce grown-up women like us. It is not your
What
fault
in
to
the
fall for their
fuck?
innocent charm. Don't worry, Galbrina. There is no minimum legal age in Solaris 3, so technically speaking, we are not breaking any law.
Don't do it, Galbrina.
Don't do it, Galbrena.
Look at yourself, Galbrina. This isn't you. I want you to look into your heart and ask yourself if the thing you're doing is right, or if the Shota deserve to suffer because of the lack of a masculine figure.
This Shota lacks arms. Look at this. Where the fuck is his shoulder? They took off his arms, they took off his shoulders. Now he got a fucking pair of hands sticking out of his ass. What the fuck? Why does he not save the child? That is a good question, to be honest. A very good question. Maybe it's the type of question, would you pull the ladder to save one people from the train or 5 people from the train? Like, is it that kind of the question? I have no idea.
In your life. I know that when you were a kid, you always grew up alone. You never had a father figure to support and teach you about the world. But these young boys, do they really deserve to suffer because of that?
Don't listen to this hypocrite, Galbrina. He's talking about love, but he is going around impregnating many women in Solaris 3 for thousands.
I mean, he's yapping. Yeah, I have nothing to say about it.
Of years.
You see, Galbrina, the thing that happened to you when you were a kid, I'm sorry for that.
Just yapping.
But I know deep down, you are a good girl.
Habitual one. A little later, after we are done with this channel. Don't worry, stick up around. Chat at 12:29. By the way, hello there.
Girl who would never do anything bad to poor young boys. And I know I might be a bit of a hypocrite, because I have been going around Solaris 3 and spreading my seed everywhere. But at least I don't touch the underaged, and I don't want my daughter to follow her aunt's step of being a predator.
What?
Hold on. What did you just say again?
I should have been there for you when you faced the dark tide.
Wait,
And I don't
what?
want my daughter to follow her aunt's step.
Okay, I can't skip this
Being
one.
a predator.
Oh god.
Hold on. What did
Hold
you
the
just say
fuck
again?
up.
I should have been there for you when you faced the dark tide. I shouldn't have abandoned you and your mother when you were young.
Wait, you say that
Apex
I'm her
predator
aunt?
steps.
Does that mean that Galbrina is... Oh my god.
Wait a second.
Honey, you need to rest a bit. Since your last
Wait. So he knew, this fucker, he knew that this was his daughter, and yet he did the shit that he did in the previous episode. In the first episode. What the fuck? What the hell?
expedition, you haven't gotten any rest. Just leave Angel to me.
I can't do that, my dear. This is the last time I'll get to be with my daughter before I leave her forever. All I want is to spend as much time with her as possible before I go. There. Don't cry, my little angel.
We are getting
Daddy's
lost.
always here for you.
What the fuck?
Must you really go, my dear? I understand it's for her own good. But is there no other way?
This is the best for both of us. If I stay here, my enemies will try to harm me and our daughter. Don't worry,
What
my
in
little
the
angel.
goddamn fuck?
It may be true that you won't have me there to grow up with you, but I promise, one day, Daddy will come back for you. And when I do return, you will grow up to be the most beautiful woman in the world. And Daddy will
What
be so
the
proud
hell
of
is
you.
going on?
You need to be strong, my dear. I know you have the strength to overcome all the obstacles in this world. After all, you are my daughter. And one day, when you grow up and I return to you, scream at me as much as you want. But know this, everything that I do is because I want the best
What?
for you. And when you need me the most, Daddy will come back to you. I love you, Angel.
Who the fuck is making these fan fictions? What the hell is going on? Please stop with
I
the
should have
anime
been there to
music.
guide you. I never should have let you face the dark
These
tides
two are
alone,
losing
Angel.
their shit.
But I'm so happy and proud that you have grown up to be such a wonderful woman. I just wish that I would...
This boy just died, I guess, from all the from the plot twist. He's just dead.
is there to watch you grow up. So please, Galbrina, release this young boy, and we can become father and daughter. I know it's many years too late, but can you at least give your father a chance?
Well, I guess I do all of this for nothing, huh?
This is very unexpected development that I didn't see coming.
Did I still get paid for this?
I will still pay you, but in other ways.
Forever don't. What the fuck was that? What?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I literally want Galbrina to touch me. I just pretend to be the victim here.
What? 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 Now the newest video, yeah. But for a second, Alpha, Nero, your daughter did it again. Oh wait, you mean that Alpha, that character from PGR, right? Yeah, and Nero, of course, from DMC 5. But wait, did you just flirted with Galbrina in the last video, bro? Oh my god. I'm so glad I'm not the only one who was questioning that. Okay, now to the latest video.
So guys, after a long journey, I finally arrived at the next region, and sullenly told me that I will go to school in the next patch. But some people say that my outfit is not decent enough for schools or something. But have you
I don't know, there is that Pinkie Pie.
seen that pink slut? She's wearing a revealing
There
wedding
she
dress,
is,
and
yep.
no one gives a crap.
Maybe it's because she is not really all there, like nobody sees her but Rover, but you know, speculations.
So shut up and enjoy the view. Anyways, this is my first day at school.
She went to the Persona 5 school, oh god.
And it's time for me to hunt for young boys again.
Oh god.
Wish me luck, guys.
What the? Who the hell are you?
And why the hell are you looking like that?
Oh, don't worry about it, Sensei. I'm just a transfer student who just got here.
You're a transfer student? But where's your uniform? And why didn't the principal say anything?
I'm part of the cultural exchange program from another country. And don't worry
Cultural exchange? How will you explain this cultural exchange right here?
about the uniform. This is my uniform.
But this outfit is indecent. You shouldn't be allowed to wear something like this at school.
Ma'am. One of your teacher friends isn't so decent either, so shut up, will ya?
Cool.
Sensei, look at my eyes. It's alright, this outfit is decent enough for school. And you will not question anything that comes from my mouth.
Well, all right.
Okay, I did not expect this to happen.
Then, if you say so. Anyway, class, open up your.
The biology teacher, Apexy? No, the second one was in the personal lore, the second teacher that I was referring to. That was a fucking PE teacher, and he was a literal pedo. Sorry. But lore aside, aren't you from Persona 3 or 4 or whatever the fuck?
Your books and turn to chapter 7. Today we will be learning about reproduction.
Oh wait, she's also from the 5th because this is Chucky right here. So, okay, makes sense.
Excuse me, Sensei, but I don't think you can allow girls to wear something like that at school.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Ren. I can wear whatever the fuck I like in school.
Hold up. His name is not fucking Ren. Ren is the blonde guy, right?
That's right, Ren. Keep your mouth shut.
What?
This girl can wear whatever she pleases.
But Sensei, the school rules say...
You don't like girls...
You're setting a very dangerous precedent, you know?
As sexy as her? Are you gay or something?
Sensei, I think Ren might be gay. He didn't even like my outfit.
That's not even the problem.
Stop being such a nerd, Ren!
Are you a gay nerd, Ren?
First of all, I'm not gay. And even if I was, there would be nothing wrong with it.
Well, following the direct regulations from the...
I'm not so sure, because you're removing yourself from the competition, you know? But, you know, you do you. Then I will get her. Whatever.
Prime Minister of Lahai Roy, any homosexual relationships are strictly prohibited because of the diminishing population.
What? This is Japan, not Lahai Roy.
Okay, he got a point.
And also, what the hell is Lahai Roy?
Whatever, that's the same thing.
Look, everyone, the nerd says this is Japan.
Don't be such a gay nerd, Ren. Just enjoy the view.
What the fuck? Stop calling me gay!
Okay then, prove it. You need to bang me in front of everyone.
See everyone, I'm not gay, right?
Okay, that might have went a little too far, but whatever. Oh, found whatever I threw on the floor, but Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a typical ending for this channel. Pretty much sure. But there was one video that I wanted to see. Where is that? Where is that? Oh, here it is. Female rover corrupting Stella. Oh god. From the classics.
So do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have 3 sisters. How about you?
Yeah, it's just me and my brother.
Oh, that's nice. Are you guys close?
Of course. I love my brother more than anything.
Aw,
that's sweet.
My brother would do anything for me. He's just the best. Honestly, I hate when I'm not with him.
Why are you saying it like that?
It's just, whenever my brother dates a girl, I'm afraid she's gonna take him away from me.
Okay, that's
I just
creepy.
get jealous.
Why would you be jealous?
Because I want my brother to just have eyes for me. He's my everything.
Got it. I don't think that's normal.
You just wouldn't get it. You don't have a brother. He's been there for me my whole life. And whenever I see him, my heart skips a beat. What's so wrong about that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Get a little Game of Thrones-y. Just getting the little flowers in the attic over here.
What? No way. I would never. He's my brother. It's just that maybe sometimes I wish he wasn't my brother.
Yep.
Oh,
got it.
got it.
Just change this one there.
Wait, am I in love with my brother?
Son of a...
A few moments later.
That's maybe before F. Robert became the apex predator. Maybe. What in the fuck?
Now you set my soul on fire.
Please tell me you are drunk. Please tell me you are fucking drunk. Aren't you 2 siblings in the lore or whatever?
It is not just a little spark. It is a flame. A big roaring flame.
What the hell is happening?
Now.
What was that at the end? Okay, let's see. Oh, I think this is... I think this is the one that it was hyper fucked up from the shot. Let's see.
Hey, let's just imagine this. Imagine you can travel through the multiverse. Then you meet your male self, and he is super hot. Would you bang him?
So, this is how we're going to start this video, huh?
Oh, come on, Stell. Don't tell me you've never thought about it.
Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you two?
Imagine the hot steaminess of your male self's ripped body, his strong yet gentle arms holding you like a princess, while his cute yet cool face is right in front of you. Ah, just imagining it makes me crazy.
Guys,
no,
I don't think this conversation is going to get monetized. We might want to change the topic.
Good
You know
idea.
what? I think you guys really need therapy. Like, seriously.
Yeah,
My
no
mom
shit.
brought me to therapy, actually. I ended up making the therapist become a slut like me, too.
You're like a succubus, you know that?
Come on, Stell.
Of
I know
course.
you've had feelings for Kalis for a long time now. You don't have to hide it anymore. It's totally okay to have those feelings for your big brother.
Not everyone who has a hot
No.
brother is a brocon, you incest queen. Plus, Kalis is younger than me, so get your facts straight.
So, you do admit that Kalis is hot, huh?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything. Kalis is hot because he's the male version of me. So
Look,
it's
the
basically
sequel
like
of this. Oh, there's a sequel for that? Oh my god.
calling myself hot.
So you don't like Kalis that way, huh? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, me
yeah.
and Kalis are just normal siblings. Unlike you two, who are weird and creepy.
Are you, like, 100% sure about that?
Yes, I'm 100% certain about it.
Next
Are you
video probably.
1000%
Okay.
sure about it?
Yes, I'm 1000% certain about it.
Are you 10,000% sure about it?
Yes, I'm 10,000% sure. I don't want to
I know what they are about to do. Oh my god.
have a self-obsessed relationship with Kalis. The thought is just gross.
A few moments later.
Hi there,
oh,
Stell. Look who it is. It's your beloved brother, Kalis. We've had so much fun with him in the last few days.
Oh my god.
That's right. Since you said you have no feelings for him, we took the liberty to have some fun with him ourselves. I hope you don't mind, right?
He's been such a good boy in the last few days. I love him so much. Now, Kalis, let's
What
show
the
your sister
fuck?
the thing you learned from us in the last few days. Can I call you Oni-chan Taylor?
Poor girl!
I already have one.
What have they done with her brother? Why? Why is it that way? Oh, good. Oh, yeah, I'm with you, girl. Why? Why? Don't let my mom know about this female robber. Oh my god. Please tell that to Lumine. She keeps trying to catch me in the shower. What?
There is a Brokon, you incest queen. Plus, Kalis.
Ah, wait. This was Ether. Of course. Of course. It was Ether. Okay. No shit. I guess this one is the sequel. Or maybe not. Let's see a little bit behind. A little bit back. From the start. It is. Probably. Okay. Let's make a quick watch. Pop. Yeah, probably it is.
Hi, I'm the administrator, the CEO of the Enfield Industries. Today I will be interviewing you to see if you have what it takes to work in our company. First, let me start by asking you to tell me a little bit about yourself.
Oh god.
Hi there, my name is Female Rover, and I'm a Shotokan.
Immediately from the start.
Okay, that's an interesting resume you have there. So,
Very
before you
interesting.
tried to apply here, you were working at Kuro Games, right? Can you tell me more about that?
Oh yeah, it was okay, I guess. The job isn't too demanding and the payment is good.
Then, why do you want to work here?
Because Kuro CEO Solon Lee still refuses my idea to release a Shota character in the game. He said it wouldn't sell or something.
Wait. If Rover, female Rover, if you're a Shotokan, why didn't you go to the Blue Archive Industries? Just asking. I'm just asking you.
Okay, but here it says you once got arrested for sexual harassment in the workplace? Is
What?
that correct?
Well,
for what?
for that I have to say, that's not true. The contract states I can't harass my coworkers, but it doesn't mention anything about their little sons.
Oh! What?
Wait, if you got
Wait.
arrested, then how are you still here? Shouldn't you be in jail right now?
Yeah,
oh,
good
don't
question.
worry, they can't imprison me.
And why is that?
Because I have strong connections with the President of the United States.
Of
Are you
course.
telling me you're in the Epstein files?
No, it's
No.
more like Jeffrey Epstein in the Rover files. But of course, that guy knew too much, and his usefulness had expired, so I had to dispose of him.
Oh. So this is what happened in that cell. Okay, now this explains everything. Absolutely everything. I'm fucking turning into Doofenshmirtz. I understand that much.
Alright, one last question. Let's just say, hypothetically, our company is in legal trouble. Let's just say, hypothetically, it's about using child labor. Do you think you, as good employee of our company, will use your connections to get us out of this situation?
Miss CEO, why do you think I applied here to begin with? Of course, I know all about your company's questionable practices.
Great. You're in.
You're hired.
A few
What a
moments
breakdance.
So, tell me, why should I accept you to work in our company?
Because I love my brother.
Because I like other women.
You're hired.
Oh, nice.
No, only the Brokon one. You rainbow women are not good for dwindling population in Talos 2.
What? Oh, come on. Come on. For God's sake. No wonder you made the Rovel Files joke, Julian. No fucking wonder. Whoa, oh my god. Oh my god, I need a little more water. Thank you, Pixie. You're welcome, Julian. Well, after that, let's go for the proper video. First video for the Finally, Habitual Line Crosser. Bronze Clad Patty. A holiday roast. And since it's obviously coming to YouTube, hello there YouTube. As you can see, there are ears. Cute ears. Yeah, they will be now permanent. That stays here forever. Those ears. Anywho, let's start the video.
Oh,
Catboy Apex. Fuck. Ugh, just had a little burp right here. Okay.
Gwen, shut up. He's back.
Who's back? Oh, it's
just
just
a
back.
vacation.
Too short if you ask me. No, shit, wrong way. He's always to the left. Forgot about that. It's been a couple days, guys. Give me a break.
I mean, it's been one hell of a break, Chelsea. Like, oh my god, you know, considering the shit that was happening this entire week, like, starting with Sunday, literally Sunday, the shit that was happening in Australia, everybody knows, I guess. My god, it's been a lot of shit happening.
But yeah, no, too short, honestly. But overall, very nice, very relaxing.
So what'd you go do? You didn't just sit inside the whole time. God, that'd be miserable.
Oh.
Can't imagine anyone wanting to be stuck in fucking doors.
Well, at the end of the Unsub Live tour, I spent an extra day in Jersey.
Oh, really?
That part was willing, but the several hours after my flight was supposed to take off, those were very unwilling. Literally every person in the Unsub tour had a flight delay or a cancellation and couldn't get out of Jersey. I am now convinced that no one wants to live in New Jersey. They just haven't figured out how to escape. It's like purgatory for the United States.
Well, there are some redeeming qualities about New Jersey. They had the television show with the people with the bad haircuts and the spray tans.
What are you talking about?
You know that guy's our president now.
What?
I was thinking of the Jersey Shore, but solid joke, honestly, kid. What else you guys do? You stayed in Jersey an extra day.
Well, if you must know, the other 2 days were spent in Dallas, Texas, where it was a whole lot more mild for the weather. And we stayed at the Adolphus Hotel, which has been around over 100 years. It's really nice, actually. Super nice hotel.
Oh, good.
And went and did some shopping, and then I got a massage. That was cool. It was like a spa day.
Oh man, I used to love massages. At least overseas. The ones here in the States, man, they just don't fucking get it. Like, seriously, I'm sitting there pointing at what part I need them to rub on, clearing my throat. Hey, you don't fucking understand it. Then they ask you to leave when you get a boner. Fucking whack, bro.
What?
That's great and disgusting. Okay, so what's going on in the world? What did I miss?
I announced the Warrior Dividend. Every member of our armed forces is gonna get $1,776 that they can use around Christmas time.
Question. Are those dollars without the taxes? Because I know what you did here, TC. I know what you did here. But are those like dollars without taxes? Are those the clean dollars? Just asking.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I'm gonna go get so many fucking lap dances. I'm just kidding. If I wanted to spend that kind of money and go home without being satisfied, I'd still be married. Anyways, all the bases, well, all the car dealerships around bases have started stocking up on Camaros, Challengers, and some of them got the V6 Chargers. Those are for the black troops. Those are the Ultimas.
What?
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. I don't really see a downside to paying our troops a little bit better. Plus, you know, the enemy's always looking for opportunities to pay our soldiers and sailors to get information. So if they're getting these like little stipends and checks, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, good
idea. Which is about the only part of that speech that wasn't troublesome and possibly just full of lies.
I'm sorry, did you say something? I I don't really care what do you call him? Beans on Toast has to say about my presidency. I've been back here trying to fix it for 11 months since crooked Joe Biden handed me over this shit show.
You know, the world would respect you more if you could just maybe stop talking for 20 minutes or so?
Beans on Toast. Didn't you know that Trump is a fucking showman? Like, seriously. The only reason, like, Trump loves to be on the camera all the time, having all this attention. When he was in college, if I remember correctly, he wanted to be a film director. He wanted to make movies. So he's now turning our entire life and existence into a fucking movie. Deal with it.
I would say the world would respect you more, but unfortunately they won't no matter what because you're a fucking joke.
You're a laughing stock on the world
Good
stage.
One.
And you're being evaded by brown people.
Oh my
Thanks
god.
one to no one.
Whoa, DC, UK, both of y'all chill, man. Shit, it got worse since I left.
My god.
Ah, damn it, HLC. Why'd you have to stop it? I tell you, we were like 3 insults away from, the UK using the C word and the, DC probably throwing a hard R in there.
You mean a saint rapist? Just saying.
And I'm glad I stopped it when I did. Oh, that is not good. No. What the hell is that?
What the hell is happening?
Whoa.
Oh my, what the fuck happened? What? Oh my, that is a person right here. Two people. What the fuck happened? Oh god.
Oh, I don't think there'll be time to glue that back on for a crash.
Now, I'm no plane surgeon, nor am I very well versed with the AN-22, but I'm pretty sure the tail's supposed to stay attached.
Yeah, me too.
Well, no shit, Sherlock, but why did that happen?
Yeah, why?
Well, obviously because the tail fell off. Dude, it can't even watch the fucking news like me.
I'm not doing this bit with you. Russia, what the hell happened to that aircraft?
Yeah.
It was nothing. It needed to land quickly for more maintenance.
Land quickly. I'm sorry, but it appears that the guy was fucking flying up. Why the hell he was flying up if the tail fucking fell off? What the hell? And you also lost people on that plane. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
The tail fell off. It's on video. It crashed. That's not landing.
Not at all.
I hate to stick up for Slavic Specialite here, but
Nerd.
technically that would be the fastest way to land. Tail falls off, you accelerate at 9.8 meters per second squared, and until you hit something hard enough to stop you.
That wasn't a Navy plane, you know. That was a Air Force plane, not a Navy one.
It's a technicality, but technically he's right. It was all plain. It was not properly maintained. Something happened. It fell out of the sky.
No shit, it wasn't maintained right and it was old. Let's see. AN-22. AN-22 plane. From what fucking year is that plane? Okay, I have to show it. And the Antonov 22 and Romanized NATO reporting name Cock. Okay, NATO is a little more based than I imagined. First they have the MiG-15, had the NATO designation literally fagot, F-A-G-O-T, not with one G, not two. Now, when was it developed? Manufactured in 1966. No shit, it fell off. It is 60 years old. Like 59 years old. No shit, the tail fell off. No amount of maintenance can save the plane from crashing down eventually. My god. Okay. NATO is based. I did not expect NATO to be this based.
And that is the last one.
Old plane, not as much of an excuse as bad maintenance.
Buff, you are having your frame updated and basically changed every 20 years. You have no room to talk. You are forever young.
It was built in 1960. I'd like to see you.
Yeah, Buff was built in 1957, if I'm not mistaken. B52. B50. Oh, come on. B52. Buff. Yeah, when was the Buff built? In 52. Okay. Buff has some room to talk, but you know, technicalities.
In the shit.
Now go ahead, you stupid motherfucker. I'll wait for you here to finish that sentence.
Every failure out there of any piece of equipment is an opportunity for Russian engineering to take over and make it better than it was.
Then why didn't you make better than it was before? Like, I know Uncle Sam tried to do a better Buff. A better plane than Buff. That was the B1 Bone. It didn't really work out. But still, Slavic Special Ed. Why were you keeping that in flight if you couldn't maintain it properly?
Well, by that logic, you guys will have intergalactic travel here in like a week. Because you're straight fucking retarded.
Kid, you can't say that.
Oh, yes, we can.
Oh. Shit, I forgot all the homos get upset when you use the word straight.
What?
Cisgendered fucking retarded.
Why do I even try? Because they fucking love it. That's why, goddamn.
I will build
yes,
it
sir.
better, you will see. Somebody get me the plans for the AN-22.
I'm not going to give them to you.
Nobody.
All right. Antonov is a Ukrainian company. Well, now this Ukrainian.
Ask you, Ukraine.
Yes, and that's because you're uneducated and forget your own history very quickly. Where was the AN-22 designed and manufactured?
Yep.
In Kyiv, in what is now Ukraine. Back then it was part of the Soviet Union. You know, that whole experiment you did in communism for like, I don't know, 70 years.
And failed.
So it's theirs.
Ah, damn, I would have been up here guessing for like 3 hours, man. I never would have got Kyiv, Ukraine. I thought it was Legoland with...
Hello. Oh, hello there, Leorna. Yeah, Leorna, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how it's spelled.
The way that bitch fell apart.
To be fair...
Do you do reactions? Yes, I do.
It probably had not seen proper maintenance since 1991 when the Soviet Union collapsed. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Are we ready? Oh, okay, cool.
What?
Surprise, motherfucker.
What in the... Oh! I know that story. Okay, I know this one. Ukraine touched Russia's underboat.
That? Somebody tell me it wasn't another fucking plane.
Nope.
It wasn't? It was not plane. Yeah, you do nothing.
You could be the bearer of bad news there, Slavic Special Ed, but,
Look down. Look down. What is that? A video? Okay, let's see if it's... No, sorry, homie. My game... I am not big enough to promote anybody. Sorry, homeboy. BRB, one moment, okay.
Satellite images are saying that could be a Kilo-class submarine.
Oops!
Chalk one up for the Ukrainians. That'll go down as the first time in history that an underwater drone has hit an enemy submarine. How do you feel about that, Uncle Sam?
Honestly, at this point, super fucking jealous, man. We gotta get into another war. We're missing out on all the cool trick shots.
On the one hand, really proud of you, and on the other, surprise boat attacks. That's I still feel that.
Oh yeah, yeah, I get it now.
It's getting easier to do. I don't know how I feel about this. Super happy for you though. Just the whole like idea of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that look. It's ass. That's PTSD. You see it all the time when you start stacking enough bodies, and then you get to a certain point where it becomes fun. It's more like a...
Because Apex refuses to do fanboy content. Julian, because I am not one of them. Don't do it.
A game. You think of them less as people and more as targets. And then there's the other one that happens to civilians. The no, Scoutmaster Kevin, it hurts. That kind of thing. Oh shit, it's still on me, huh? Racism.
My submarine that was in port is perfectly fine.
You sure about that? You fucking sure about that?
He damaged the dock. It was not the actual submarine itself.
You two over there in Europe and your pesky squabbling.
China? Where's Taiwan?
It's a bad thing for the whole world. The
Oh,
great
really?
China is using this time to build my economy and help people out and take care of everyone, including those who are ethnically Chinese who live on Taiwan.
And you do it that by taking money from a fucking gaming company.
We are never gonna be one of you, China. You don't really have a choice, Taiwan. You were a part of me. You will continue to be a part of me. It's only
Fuck
a
you.
matter of when I want to make you a part of the great China again. And nothing America can do will change that.
Yeah, fuck you with Taiwan.
No, you're right. I probably can't change that. But an $11 billion aid package to them in just nothing but weapons and ammunition is enough to really ruin enough PLA soldiers' days that I might be able to get there in time to stop it.
Ah, you fuck on me, Ching Chong!
Shit, I don't know if he's supposed to say that.
Nah, they're fine. It's within their race. It's like when black guys use the N-word with each other. They're perfectly fine to do it. Or when white dudes tell the officer, thank you for the warning.
I hate this job. Finland! You just got your first F-35s. How do you feel about those?
Oh, really? Oh, poor nerd.
Why in the fuck do you people live in this fucking weather?
Because they are Finnish, fuck you.
Oh, somewhere tropical next time, Uncle Sam, and not the damn desert. It's just another weapon to use. You know I don't like Russians.
Oh.
Speaking of, you get out of Estonia.
Oh, you got a little bit new voice. Nice.
That came out a little Italian, but we'll take it.
Russia? What are your border guards doing in Estonia?
Uh-oh.
No one is in danger. It's perfectly fine. They got lost. Oh, trust me.
Oh,
we can
really?
make that loss fucking permanent. Seriously, Uncle Sam. They've had drones fly over, they've had drones and missiles crash in my country, and now they're fucking with Estonia. No one gets to touch Estonia but me. And Germany, last I checked.
Wait, what?
Fuck you, Germany.
Wait, what in Germany?
He has like 2 reasons to kinda hate Germany, you know?
Has every right to be mad, y'all. They started the Second World War by circumstantially Eiffel Towering him with communism over there. He should still be pissed.
Yeah.
I have to interject here. They just revealed all the bronzed plaques that are below the presidents along the the walk of presidents that is now on the White House. And your president is so fucking childish. He has not just said negative shit about his predecessor, both President Biden and President Obama, because, he ran 2 non-concurrent terms. He has bronzed his shit-talking on the wall.
I know. I don't even care how much it costs the taxpayer. That shit's fucking hilarious.
Can you show me?
Care about how much it costs the taxpayer.
Guarantee every single one of those plaques put together still costs less than a Tomahawk cruise missile. And we throw them fucking things like they're going out of style.
Okay. Fair point.
Okay, he's got a point.
2025 should go down as like the year of pettiness. I mean, seriously, it's like the most petty dudes on the planet are just going in overtime. Like President Trump set the standard when he replaced a picture of Joe Biden with an auto pen. Petty
Yeah.
as fuck. Is that something a president should be doing? I don't know. I read plenty of history, and our presidents are pragmatic as shit. Seriously, read about Andrew Jackson. It's fucking wild. Okay. Secondly. Then Diddy came, or excuse me, not Diddy. Diddy went to jail, but 50 Cent came out with episodes of fucking petty hate. Like, episodes. I don't know if I've ever hated someone so much in my life that I wanted episodes of my petty ass hatred, okay? And then President Trump's like, I will not be outdone, and decided to bronze his shit talking. Holy fuck, what's gonna happen next?
Oh, God.
We're probably going to end up invading Venezuela. God damn it.
I have
Why
now
not?
designated fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction.
Finally.
God. Oh, man. Anyone else feeling very 2003 right now? Except jungle instead of desert?
Yeah.
I'm not going with you this time.
You don't have to. You don't have to, because you're a fucking pansy.
No, whatever will America do in the next war when United Gay, wow, that's fucking weird.
United the Gay? The United Gaydom. Okay.
United Kingdom doesn't send their 40 dudes that they went to the global war on terror. Whatever shall we fucking do? I know it's 50% of your defense budget. Beans on fucking toast.
Oh.
Kid, you good? That seemed more mean than usual.
True.
Listen, we are the world economy. We're war as fuck. This is what we do. We control trade, we do all this shit. And I'm so tired of people who don't fucking matter. Sorry, Beans on Toast, you put yourself in this fucking position, okay? That's...
Oh.
And when we're out here doing shit that we want to or need to, I don't really know if we need to at this point, but we fucking want to do out there. It's like we pulled up in a Lamborghini and a dude on a bicycle on the side is like, man, your car is gay. No one gives a fuck.
Oh my God, Buff taught his grandson so well.
Oh shit, that is the best analogy for Beans on Toast fall from grace that I've ever heard.
I just wanted to know, America, that the nation of Venezuela will be preparing to defend itself in the case of an American attack, okay?
Good luck with that.
On one side, I want to say, do whatever you do, Venezuela, but on the other side, I'm like, you ran your mouth way too fucking much and have way too much oil and way too weak of a military to just be getting away with it. You know I'm going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you think this is a game? Look how advanced our preparation has become.
Homeboy, I'm willing to bet my fucking left ear that nobody knew about you around a year ago. Julian, did you know about Venezuela in the last year? Because I sure as fuck didn't know and didn't give a fuck. Where the fuck did I go? Oh my God. I think it's here. Yeah.
In your mouth, wait.
It's here. I did, you know? Well, good for you, because I fucking didn't, and I surely didn't give a fuck about Africa as a continent.
Has become. This right here is what our talk is looking like.
Seriously, you're just putting your head up as your head up. Yeah, you're just putting your hand up as if you're a fucking I don't know, feminist, BLM, fucking retard. Oh, come on, man, you look like an absolute joke, and you're using a fucking. Is that OBS right here? They're using OBS in their, like, what is that? Their main military HQ, and they're using OBS, TeamViewer, I'm pretty sure that is TeamViewer, fucking Edge over Google Chrome, and that's a PDF, I think. And what is that? A fucking weather channel?
We are prepared for anything that the Americans can send at us.
Wait. I wasn't the only one that saw that, right?
No, kid. I picked up on it too.
What is
so
it?
Funny.
Yeah.
We are super.
Well, I saw the OBS thing, but what is the else?
Serious about protecting the nation of Venezuela. God, this regime change is going to be easier than I thought. He's using Flight Radar 24.
Wait, what? Alright, those are planes. Wait. Let me see if that's true. Flight Radar 24. Wait, is that real? Yeah. Uh-huh. That's true! That's true! Where is Venezuela? Oh, here. It's really a fucking public website. Oh my god. Okay.
Think that the American what is God, this regime change is going to be easier than I thought. He's using Flight Radar 24 to plan their operations. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
What is wrong with using Flight Radar 24? It is up to date with information on the planes that are in the area.
So you mean it is more up to date than your fucking intel? Oh my god. But apexly, the US and NATO, the whole NATO couldn't even occupy Serbia. They just bombarded them without the UN's approval. And that was on the peak of their might. So maybe we don't underestimate Venezuela. That's all I will say. Wait. You're telling me that Venezuela somehow attacked Serbia, that is, I don't know, at least 10,000 kilometers away from each other, or whatever their distance is. You mean the Venezuela that is on South America? No, what are you talking about? The US and NATO attacked Serbia in the 90s. During the Yugoslavian wars. Well, from what I know, the Yugoslavian wars were a shit show. So, I don't know about this one. I think I will look it up later, after the stream. But whatever, let's continue.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, I'll be the one to tell it to him. Look. Flight Radar only picks up things out there that want to be picked up. So quite literally, even on stealth aircraft, if they turn off their transponder, you're not going to see them coming. Holy shit,
Oh my god.
Saddam had like way better air defense than that. We folded him like a fucking lawn chair.
America, I know we're supposed to be like friends now, but
frenemies.
2 of your service members
I know that story.
Here in Syria. Don't like that.
Yeah, don't like that.
Yeah, get me some targets and hit them very hard. Man, at this point, we've been bombing mud huts in the Middle East for so fucking long. I don't know why we don't just glass the whole fucking thing, but hey. Even
Honestly, a good idea.
I still don't.
Honestly, a good idea. Just nuke the entire Middle East at this point, because it's nothing but a shit show and death. So why want it to be one final permanent death? So there will not be any more deaths. I don't fucking care about it anymore. Just saying.
Don't mind going out there and stretching my war wings. It's not a good day out here for us Aussies, mate.
Not a good week, I can tell you that.
We had a real rough one down here.
No shit, Australia. Incompetent government. The point of Bosnian War and Serbian War, the whole point was that NATO and the US make 2 Muslim states, Bosnia and Kosovo. Oh. Okay, got it.
I want to stress this as much as I can in this fourth wall break with a lot of my Americans out there and pretty much anyone from any country other than Australia. As much as we hate when people from other countries try and tell us how we should do things because they do it that way, I think the buck should stop here. And we should just mourn with the people of Australia for this heinous, awful act.
We shouldn't be telling them what they should do, and we should support any decision that their government and their people make on their behalf. That's just my take on it. I hate when people say America should do this and they're living somewhere else. We shouldn't do anything. We should do what we think is best for ourselves and our government thinks best for us. I think I said that right. Words are hard. Yeah, no, the guy who brought him down is a real fucking hero.
Yeah, true.
Just said that he got so many before he was able to be stopped. But now he's in custody, and he just woke up out of his coma, and he'll face the full extent of the law.
I hope it will be fucking execution. Oh, sorry. They were outlawed in Australia since forever. Fuck.
Your loss is felt all the way over here, Australia.
Don't be fucking talking shit, beans on toast. Please don't even try.
I'm sorry. If I may ask a question, and I asked this on social media, so the response from Australia is basically what I gauged off of responses.
Epixie, about the Australian thing, do you know the tennis player Novak Djokovic? No, I don't. Novak Djokovic, who is that? Let's see. What? Not wife. Who is the guy? A Serbian professional tennis player. Ah, okay. That is the best tennis player in the world. Holy shit, that's cool. That's cool. But why is he involved? Wait, how is he related to the Australian shit? Huh? You know, during the virus a few years ago, he couldn't enter the country. Australia? Well, nobody could go anywhere, because he didn't take the serum. Good for him, and what? And they allowed Muslims to enter. During the same pandemic, like during the same time they were allowing so much for their politics, yeah. Okay, I get your point. They weren't allowing a fucking... they were not allowing a healthy tennis player, the best tennis player, to get into the Olympics. Because he did not have a fucking serum that did not work, by the way. It just made everybody worse. I'm pretty sure the COVID serum made me retarded, but that's me. And yet they were at the same time, right? At the same time, they were allowing Muslims to illegally immigrate. Bravo, Australia. Just bravo. Let me drink water for a second. Generally, probably. And yet they are closing their eyes on the problem. Like, after the mass shooting in Australia happened, which is thoughts and prayers for all the victims of that heinous atrocity made by 2 Muslims, by the way. A father and son, yeah, I know about this one. And by the way, by respect for the hero who was also Muslim, but I'm pretty sure that was a good Muslim who did not really believe in the Quran and shit. So after that mass shooting, what did the Australian government do? More restriction on guns. They're fucking more gun laws. Great. They were targeting the grenade and they were not looking at the monkey. Just wonderful. I think one of Trump's sons made that comparison. Wait, really? Damn, I will look it up later, but yeah, no shit. no fucking shit. Let's continue the video.
Do you ever regret?
Maybe on X, but not sure. I will try to look it up later.
Abolishing the death penalty? Like, I mean, I get it. You know, it's kind of a hard ask, but individuals like that, there's no chance of rehabilitation.
Yeah,
there's no
fully
chance
agree.
that they're going to change enough that they could ever live in a functioning society. So why?
Speaking of the death penalty, yeah. A few weeks ago, I think a month ago, in Israel, just in the Israeli Knesset, they proposed a bill to give a terrorist who has killed like Israeli lives a death penalty. Like, yeah, you're not getting second chances. And I'm pretty sure the bill is still in the process, and most likely it will pass soon. Just saying. I'm pretty sure Australia can learn from us for a little bit, because we have way more experience with those fuckers.
I pay for that. I don't know, mate. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I agree that there are some people that will never reform. But when it comes to these Islamists like this, death is kind of what they're going for, mate. So the longer they're alive and the more they're suffering, it's kind of worse for them, mate. And besides, this fucking asshole killed a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. And also, some say that one of the guys had a shotgun, I think the older guy. The younger for sure had like a sniper rifle, well, just a rifle with a scope to be exact. So he was targeting all of his victims. So yeah, he was... All of those deaths were deliberate.
No, I saw that, but what... Does that change something?
A lot, you know?
Prisoners down here in Australia. They aren't the kindest to cancel kill kids. I don't know how many years he's gonna have in there, mate.
Let's hope it will be less than 1 week. Okay? I will be honest. No one wants to see that kind of monsters alive. Can we all agree with that? Found it, sent it. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I saw that tweet by this. Yeah. Now it makes sense. Amazing tweet, so sad, so true. Yes. Fucking talk about hypocrisy.
Australia said his word. All right, I get to say the other one.
Buff, don't. Okay. Good on Buff for making the end a little more funny. HLC Buff no, everyone else Buff yes, please make this shit funny somehow. Oh my god. Yeah, the Australia situation is one hell of a shit show. Absolutely. I will go and take a pee for a second. And definitely calm my mind a little bit. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I am back and finally feel better, a little better. No matter how far you wander, you will always find me here on these black shores. Thank you, Julian. Thank you. Well, now that I am back, we can continue our reaction sheet. And now we are at now, since we need a little better mood after this HLC video and the tragic ending, let's go straight into cursed can images. Crackhead cursed can images, and is that what I think it is? Wait. My God, this is, I will call it the hand burner. Yeah, I will call it the hand burner. Let's go.
Are we rolling?
By the way, wasn't in the last episode of Cursed Can Images like a year ago or something? I'm pretty sure it was at least 5 months.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cursed Gun Images, one of your most favorite and one of my least favorite videos on the channel. One where I go through some of the internet's most cursed gun images. Some of these are just things I found on the internet. Some of them are submitted directly by you, the viewer, because you love to watch me suffer.
Yes! Yes, we do.
I'm your host, Brandon Barbera. Let's get into the Glockenspiel torture.
Barbera.
Right out the gate, have you ever wanted to be in a bout of fisticuffs, but also want to shoot squirrels and or injure people? I introduce to you 22 caliber brass knuckles.
My God. I have no idea, first of all, how will you wear that shit? Second of all, how your hand will burn from this one? Because I'm willing to bet 100% one day you will just wear it on the wrong hand, and this brass brass will just launch into your hand, scaling hot, and it will leave one hell of a scar, I can tell that.
It's gonna be a long video. Funny enough, I think according to the NFA, this weapon is technically classified as an AOW or any other weapon. I feel like there's a bunch of weird shit, like as far as disguised firearms that end up on the AOW list. Like you still have to get an NFA tax stamp, but instead of $200, it's like $5. Already autistically in the weeds. Anyhow, this
already what?
$5. Already autistically in the weeds. Anyhow,
nice.
This does bring a whole new meaning to the term brass knuckles. Also, I just love the practical application of this. Implies that if you're going to hit somebody with it, you're going to also shoot the guy directly to your left. Funny enough, that's also how I won my boxing match. Mom, I want Mosin Nagant. We have Mosin Nagant at home. Mosin Nagant at home.
What the fuck? Wait. What? I'm pretty sure this Mosin Nagant had a little bit fallen off in the morning, if you know what I mean, but oh my God. Oh my God. A Mosin Nagant has an erectile dysfunction. Help him quick. Screw some bolts on his on his twisted part.
Yeah, I don't know if this works or not, but this is kind of psychotic. I think the intent is to make this like kind of a takedown rifle. Either that or maybe it's just a meme. Turning a Mosin into something that you use like a pump action BB gun you had when you were a kid. There's latches and shit there. This might be somewhat functional. Either way, terminally online. And for the Barbie girl and a Barbie.
And a Barbie AR-15? Hello?
World, we have whatever this AR-15 is. Look, I think that just marketing things specifically to women by just throwing pink shit on it is already kind of cringe.
Very.
Women and flamboyantly gay dudes. But that wasn't enough to include it in Cursed Gun Images. Women and flamboyantly gay.
This is the governor of California we are talking about. First of all, holy leg twist, Oh my god, he doesn't have any legs. Second of all, one, flexibility. Second, welcome to the club, buddy.
Hey, dudes. But that wasn't enough to...
True Democrat? Yeah, a true Democrat, a true cunt. If I was Australian.
Included in cursed gun images if it wasn't for the fucking Labubu hanging off the handguard. It's like a Funko Pop, but fucking worse somehow. I don't get it. I don't understand this generation. 6'7", fuck you.
Yeah, I do not understand that one either. Like, the moment I was told that I was educated on what the fuck 6'7" means, I truly wish that God will create a second flood on us, because we need a massive extinction all over again. Seriously.
Yeah.
The world became that much retarded. wait, what?
6'7", fuck you. Yeah. Next. Oh boy, that didn't take long.
What in the fuck? Is that supposed to be a 3D print? First of all, it's in Jamaica. My god. In a country nobody knows. Is that a 3D printed Glock 19 or 17? My friend is a teacher. Now he must feel how he must feel listening to all that. Wait, he's close to you? Oh god, I feel so sorry for him.
What is it with firearms seized in other countries and like their obsession with plastidip bullshit? This looks like a...
They want to have a Keltec, but apparently Keltec cannot be exported from America. I guess.
CZ with leprosy. Oh god, this is from...
In another city, but we meet. Oh. Got it.
Jamaica. I just saw the top left. Hey man, why you got... No, I'm not. No,
don't.
Honestly, this is probably the best of the improvised guns we have in this lineup. You guys all remember the famous Smith & Methson, right? Never underestimate the ability of somebody who's high on meth to find the most complicated way of doing something you can buy for $150. There's this one I found recently, which is...
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry for burping. How can you call that? I don't know. The Magnum 12. The Magnum, that's definitely not an 22 LR. A Magnum PP? Ladies leave. What the hell is that gun? What the...
is a, what appears to be a 22 LR revolver with...
Okay, a 22, but... even with a caliber that small, like, sorry, but why isn't there any, like, what is it called? Exhaust or whatever? I'm pretty sure from that little shit you will have recoil equal to the fucking Desert Eagle.
The signature grip tape, which I have to wonder if this was even ever remotely functional.
Who cares about functionality? This like black duct tape looks magnificent as fuck.
I see there's that little spring there attached to the barrel, like, to the hammer that like you pull it back. It's got the bones. It might work. What I'm really concerned about is that barrel, which looks real fucking small, even for 22 LR.
Yeah.
Not only that, it looks notably inconsistent and possibly crooked. This whole thing makes a lot more sense when you realize the other details of why this was confiscated. It was a guy, also potentially high on meth, impersonating a law enforcement officer, specifically a U.S. Marshal, in what has got to be the most convincing costume I've ever seen.
Well, he got the bat, so I guess he has at least some authority, I guess. But, and is that a fucking... First of all, is that... I'm pretty sure that the sheriff's star doesn't have a lock on it. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Supreme Court. What is that? A warrant? A warrant on your arrest? Police Biscay? I'm pretty sure he wanted to type in to write biscuit, but whatever.
I really have to admire.
Looks good to me.
I really have to admire his optimism for thinking he would get far enough along with that jacket to think that he needed to have a convincing working handgun. And then there's whatever the fuck this is. Which, I mean, it looks like a fairly straightforward, just pull back, fire, 22 caliber. And I understand why a lot of these people just use 22 LR. I mean, it's fairly simple. It's low pressure, very low chance of blowing up, and still potentially fatal. I mean, it's not going to do a whole lot of damage, but
who knows?
With the AM-180, it was considered less lethal.
Oh!
Which really just means being a cop in the 1960s was fucking wild. Not getting too far off topic, but if I do not see an AM-180 in the new season of Fallout, I'm going to show my ass. But anyhow, out of all the crackhead...
That's a very strong bet, Cotton. Let's see him do it.
Guns I've seen, this is probably the one that, in my eyes, looks most likely to work just from an outsider's perspective. That was until I saw the ammunition it was seized with.
What?
So you see a couple of different loads in the same box of CCI. You've got your typical lead projectiles for a 22, a bunch of crimped cases implying that they are blanks, possibly used in the testing to make sure that they could actually set off the rimfire primer.
Okay.
And then you zoom out and you see what I can only describe as 22 caliber thunder. Which I love isn't even...
22 LR Thundercock, holy shit. No, a Thunder Donk. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Straight, like it's visibly fucking crooked. Thunder, which I love isn't even straight, like it's visibly fucking crooked. Does this look normal? On meth it is.
This is your brain on drugs.
Yeah.
2026. Fresh start, same system. Banks win, you pay. Fees and calls piling up and put money or medical bills.
Sorry, but I don't want to hear a fucking ad right now.
The pin comment. Now, unfortunately, back to cursed gun images.
Hell
now
yeah.
This one comes straight from our brothers in the English language, the UK. Turns out a young man has converted a staple gun.
Wait, in the fucking UK? I thought that they were stopping each other to death from. Okay.
To be able to fire live cartridges. You may remember this oldie but goodie from cursed gun images.
Oh, the little Uzi, right? Uzi stapler.
Long ago, where somebody had converted a staple gun to be able to fire 22 caliber long rifle. Judging by the ruler in the bottom right-hand corner of this photo, I'm assuming it was also a crime when they did it. But apparently a man by the name of Jamie Young in the UK was given a 5-year sentence for doing the same thing. This is also just telling me that staple guns are apparently alarmingly easy to convert if you have the willpower and, again, potentially methamphetamine. But that's crazy. Converting something off the shelf to be a single-shot weapon and getting 5 years in prison. In the United States, as long as you're not a felon, making your own guns is perfectly legal. That being said, this is also the UK, where if you say a naughty tweet, you also get thrown in prison.
Yep.
Pour one out for the homies stuck behind enemy lines in the UK. We love you. We see you. We are equally embarrassed on your behalf by your government.
You know, maybe Dark was right at some point. Maybe Europe should, be taken up, be in war again. Maybe, I don't know. We thought in it.
Seriously,
yeah.
the free speech stuff is getting fucking bad in the UK right now.
Sure.
What was that one recently where they had, the woman who got sexually assaulted by somebody, and then she said a naughty thing about the person who had sexually assaulted her, and then she was the one who got arrested?
Nice. Nice. Yeah, Julian. A man is attacking a woman, potentially trying to sexually assault her. The woman calls a man a fucktweet. We will call him that way. Who will go to jail, in your opinion? Europe is in war right now, and don't bring up the 90s, that was a shit time. No, I mean like the western part of Europe, like Britain, Italy, Germany, like... They need to get their shit back together, you know? Because, yeah. Like, I'm not talking about the Baltic area. The Balkan area, no. The Balkans are in a shit show for a long time, and some of them are even better than West Europe, I think. Just saying.
Fucking insane. I've never been more proud of my ancestors for throwing tea in that harbor. Anyhow, while we're shitting on European countries, let's go to the French. Don't tell Ian I said this, but I still, I haven't put hands on the FAMAS.
They are not important in the future, West Europe. True. You're right, because in the future there won't be any West Europe. There will be just West, just Upper East, I guess. Yeah.
Yet, I'm not sure what to feel about it until I do, but I do know a lot of the French rifle enjoyers seem to defend it quite a lot. So for all of you who stan the FAMAS, may I present to you Thomas the Tank Rifle.
Okay, I already love it.
It's just a shitty FAMAS skin. Look, it's still my opinion the best thing to ever come out of France was Expedition 33. The FAMAS has to earn my love. I will say come out of France was Expedition.
Wait, what?
Look, it's still my opinion the best thing to ever come out of France was Expedition 33.
True. Absolutely true.
The FAMAS has to earn my love. I will say, however, this does remind me of the original fucking Mac 11 lunchbox, or whatever the fuck that was, the Thomas the Tank Engine, like little clamshell thing with the Mac 11 in it. And if you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you already know why I brought that up.
I got 7 like 11, about 8, 38, 9, 10, Mac 10, the shit's never end.
Maybe I'm getting old, but there's nothing I love more than like shitty early 2000s internet humor.
Yeah, fully agree. I wish it was back.
Back before we had AI slop to generate this shit, right? Somebody had to have autism.
Yeah.
Respect. This next one is like when you're driving home and you want McDonald's. No, we have McDonald's at home. Well, what if you're driving home and you want an MP7?
Huh?
Well, apparently Poland has an answer for that as well.
What's in there?
MP7 at home. Yeah, apparently the Polish PM63 was being converted over into a relatively modern submachine gun.
Nice.
PDW, however you want to put it. Which looks like a big plastic housing on the front that just, yeah, it's kind of a conversion kit. I mean, fuck, actually half of these look 3D printed. I'm just now seeing the layer lines on the one on the bottom left. Which, look, I can't really talk shit. I mean, before I had MP7, I had MP7 at home. It's cool until you realize it's cope. Cope from it, seethe from it. MP7 arrives all the same. At the end of the day, cope is in the eye of the beholder. Now, a lot of you are probably familiar with ghost guns. 80% lowers, whether it be like a Glock or an AR-15 that are made of various different materials. A lot of them are polymer. Some, especially the AR-15s, are aluminum. One that you don't often see is wood.
What?
Wood with a bunch of screws and an erector set worth of fucking steel brackets. I don't know what kind of upper that is, but I guarantee it's a PSA.
What?
Honestly, just for the meme, I kind of respect it. Especially when you realize that the buffer tube and the stock are just fucking PVC pipe. There's no end to that buffer. Realize that the buffer tube and the stock are just fucking PVC pipe.
Really? That's a PVC pipe? Oh my god. Okay, respect for that.
There's no end to that buffer tube. It just keeps going, actually straight up through the plumbing, through the pipes, into the underwater level of Super Mario. On a scale of 1 to dangerous, fuck it, I'd try it. Now this next one looks like a fairly innocuous, just modern carbine.
Okay, something is wrong right fucking here. I can feel it. Something wrong, I can feel it. I can feel it.
Except to a tiny margin of you out there that are nerds. and have played Escape from Tarkov. In which case, if you take a closer look at the receiver, you'll notice it's actually a Keter.
Hey,
you know that super shitty starter, scav, submachine gun you get in that game?
Oh.
Say what you will, when you're barely scraping by, that Keter makes the cheddar. Apparently, some company in Russia, I guess, was turning these into full-on, full-length carbines. Barrel length and everything, a necessity in Russia to be able to sell it to the civilian market without being labeled as a pistol. So in general, that's already kind of cursed. But if you just zoom in on that muzzle brake, I can't let this go. The Ketter's chambered in 9x18 Makarov, typically. That is an obnoxiously large muzzle brake. On top of that, I will never understand the Russian fascination. Pull up the inside of like a VSS suppressor, okay?
Wait,
I'll never understand the Russian obsession with just putting bent washers in shit. I do want one. Is it good? I don't know, probably not. But I just want one. One of these days. Now to something I don't want. When we think about combat rifles, we tend to leave out the combat rifles of our forefathers. It's not all just AR-15 derivatives. There were things that people marched into combat long ago with, like, for example,
and that is
the Lee Enfield. Saw a bunch of service in World War I and II and was beloved by infantry troops across the globe. And it made it 100 years in the future just for some Redditor to do this. I will never...
What in the fuck? Oh my god, this shit is bastardized.
Understand the fascination with just putting AK underfolders on everything. Okay, I do kind of understand. AK underfolding stocks are like cheap as fuck. So like if you're just like looking at like trash blasters and like crazy shit, crazy projects to do, I kind of get it. Also, the irony was not lost on me that the only Lee Enfield I have in this room is that one. In my defense, there's historical precedent for that, but we'll get into that later. No, we won't. I got into it before. I made a whole video about it.
Oh, okay. Holy
no, straight
fuck.
up, that's an AK underfolding stock that's affixed to that. You know, AK underfolding stocks, notorious for their great cheek welds. Look, I want to hate it. I really do. The more I look at it, it kind of goes hard. I don't know. You tell me what you think. Cursed or, maybe blurst. Not quite blessed, not quite cursed. It just... Something about this is hitting a funny bone with me. I'm not sure. Do you feel the same? But alas, is it really a Cursed Gun Images episode if you don't have a high point? I still need to make a handguard for it, but here she is.
Holy fuck, this is... Damn. This is the starting... This is when you're maxing out the starting gun, right here. Right fucking here. A stock... A long-range, what it's called, a tube, whatever, double scope. Holy shit! The only thing that is lacking here is the extended magazine with some overkill 15 Action Express.
It's a High Point JHP-45. The frame comes off with 2 bolts in under a minute. AK under 4.
Be right back. Oh, no problems, Julian.
Again, with the AK underfolders. Just a fucking washer over it with a screw. High Point owners, I love he's got like the spray painted fake light on the slide on one side. I'm very curious. The longer I look at this, the more confusing it is. Look at that spring on the barrel. And the fact that this is 45 ACP.
Yeah, barrel.
Walmart.
Barrel, not tube, barrel. Forget about it.
Art hunting scope on top. Looks like the stock at least does collapse, which is, at least that's relatively functional. But man, that stock angle is absurdly low. Absolutely no cheek weld in sight if you're using that scope. But you know what? Fuck it, it's a High Point. These are like the classiest of the meth heads building guns. The aristocracy of the Smith & Methson class, if you will. But at least most of the High Point enthusiasts don't have access to a welder, because then things could get really nasty.
Like?
Drumroll, please.
Oh, God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have a name for it. Best I got is the low point. It seems to be predominantly a PPS 43 with a Thompson foregrip and a High Point upper on top, clutched together with what I can only assume is a MIG welder and some JB weld. The PPS with the wood stock does go kind of fucking hard, but not now. You got the mag weld right below. Oh God, I don't know. There's so many. The question in my mind is always like, does this actually function? And in this case, the answer is, I hope not. The magwell's in the right place, but I guess just to harken back to an old Cursed Gun Images joke, where to bolt go, though? I don't see anywhere for it to actually cycle, but either way, this is actually the gun that inspired me to make another one of these videos because it just hurts my fucking retinas. And if I had to see it, then so do you.
Nice. Thanks, I love it. Give me more of this slop, of this cursed gun slop. Well, it's not slop, it is all masterpieces in reality. Hey, what?
Anyhow, I'm about to bleach my fucking eyeballs and recalcify my pineal gland. I appreciate you guys for staying all the way to the end, and as always, I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Thank you, and if I don't see you until then, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. My tongue. Merry Christmas, Governor. Oh, sorry. Congressman Herrera. I have no idea why it wasn't in my head for like 5 seconds. There are bloopers, right? There should be, yes.
Anyhow, I'm about to fucking bleach my... Chlamydia, your father's here.
Outside of my doctorate.
And sorry, Mike, but not you this week. You will be in the next week, probably. Oh my god, opera. Oh, opera. I have opera issues again. Citizens bully a politician into suffering for their entertainment. Yes! Thomas de Famas was right there, Brendan. Yes! Yes! I know it has bothered me greatly since recording. Thomas de Famas. It was right there, man. It was right there. I wanted to say it for a second. Okay. That was a brilliant one. That was a great one. Oh my god, I need to drink some water. Holy shit. Okay, that was great. And we are what, only 3 videos in? Oh, we are having a time of our life. Okay, now after this absolutely cursed gun video by Brendan, let's go to one of his closest homies, the Fat Electrician, the Fat Files, Anger Issues and Fried Chicken, the life of Colonel Sanders. I'm pretty sure it's spelled like Colonel with replacing R with L with R. Okay, the Colonel, the finger-licking gangster of KFC, the story of Harlan Sanders. I am very interested, and also I want to know why everybody is calling him Colonel Sanders. Because I really don't get it. Maybe it's because it was his like rank in the military, if he served ever. I am interested.
There is absolutely nothing that is going to prepare you for how crazy this story actually is.
I hope there is nothing that could ever prepare me. Fire away.
Today we're talking about Colonel Sanders, yes, the KFC guy. Okay, according to a 2010 study, only 40% of Americans between the ages of 19 and 25 knew that Colonel Sanders was a real person, and even less people know that he was a complete gangster his entire life.
No, gangster not always a positive and endearing term, but in this territory it is.
Okay, most people don't realize this, but the sweet elderly Southern gentleman from the KFC logo didn't start selling Kentucky Fried Chicken till he was 66 years old. Prior to that, he had done every job under the sun. He worked for the railroad. He used to be a lawyer until he lost his law license for beating up his own clients in open court. He used to be involved in turf wars with bootleggers and oil companies during the Great Depression. He has been in, won, and is undefeated in gunfights. He is a notorious adulterer that once bragged that he was still getting laid at 83 years old. This dude cussed so much that KFC had to heavily edit every TV and radio ad spot he ever did.
Go f yourself, San Diego. Nice work, everyone.
And I could keep going, but we're going to cover all of it in the story right after a word from our sponsor.
You got my interest.
Can you settle a debate?
What? Which 9mm better?
Yeah.
Neither. There's a third option.
Oh. Didn't know you were packing.
No respect for the classics. All right, here's the deal. Super simple, straightforward business model. You give them money, they turn around and make sure the data...
Okay, that is a great... Oh, that...
Brokers on the internet aren't selling your personal
You got my
information.
respect.
What does that even mean? Okay, here's the entire internet and every free service on the planet inside of a nutshell. Okay, they're on the internet.
Okay, let's skip the ad because I want to seek the kernel.
Check them out. I'll have a link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to the video. Our story begins on September 9th, 1890 in Henryville, Indiana, when a young Harlan Sanders is born on a farm. He is the oldest of 3 siblings, and like pretty much every other story I've ever...
Wait, is that him? Because... that's probably his mother. She looks a little too young to be a mother, but whatever.
Told of somebody that was born in the 18 or 1900s. He had a really rough childhood with a lot of manual labor, just wasn't a good time all around. At the age of 5 years old, his father passes away and his mother has to step up and be the breadwinner for the whole family. So she's always gone working at a factory in town, and 5-year-old Harlan basically has to raise his younger siblings by himself, literally starts cooking all the food for the family at 5 years old. Fast forward, he's 12 years old. Harlan's mother finds a new husband. They get married. Harlan and the stepdad do not get along whatsoever. Shortly after this, he leaves home at the age of 12. For the next 4 years, he just kind of bums around the area, working on farms, doing manual labor jobs, and then at the age of 16, he falsifies his birth certificate to join the army, gets in, deploys to Cuba, serves his entire enlistment, and then comes back home. While in the army, he picks up the habit of, as he puts it, cussing like a sailor, using excessive profanity. People later in his life said he couldn't go a single sentence without including the term goddamn.
Oh god. I feel a soul brother right here. Hell yeah.
In his own autobiography, he said, and I quote, "I used to cuss the prettiest you ever heard." So 18 years old, goes back home, gets a job with the railroad, starts traveling all over the country, working for the railroad. While he's on the road, he meets a woman by the name of Josephine King. They wind up getting married, start having kids. So Josephine's back home with the kids. He's still working with the railroad. Obviously, he's gone a lot. And while he's gone, he decides he's going to cheat on his wife. Like, a lot, or as he referred to it as tomcatting. So he's going all over the country just
tomcatting. Oh, come on, man.
Which is foreshadowing at its fine catting. So he's going all over the country just slinging which is foreshadowing at its finest. Okay, not great, but that's what happened, and it also gets worse. He also got fired from different jobs at different railroads a lot. Sometimes he was working for the railroad, sometimes he was like a traveling door-to-door salesman. He just kept bouncing from job to job to job because he had a humongous anger problem and was always getting in fist fights and beating the shit out of people.
That is correct. The medulla oblongata. Mama said. The medulla oblongata is where anger, jealousy, and aggression come from.
After a while, his wife Josephine, understandably so, is fed up with his shit, and she decides while he's on the road, she's gonna leave him. He's lost his job too many times, he's cheating on her, she's out. She gives up the house, she sells all the furniture, she takes the kids, and moves back home with her parents. And
honestly, in that case, understandable. Absolutely understandable. If I was in her place, I would have probably done the same and also punched him in the face.
Harlan!
On the other hand, it's like the very early 1900s, so yeah, I would be dead in 5 days after that, so yeah.
Is awkwardly pissed off about the furniture. Like, he's mad about the kids too, but he's very upset about the furniture for some reason. Like, in his autobiography, he says, and I quote, "That hurt me. I figured she didn't have any right to take my children or give away my furniture." He is equally as concerned about the furniture as he is about the kids, which I don't understand, but whatever. And it's probably because the furniture's gone. She gave it away. There's nothing he can ever do to get his precious furniture back. The kids, on the other hand, she still has the kids. They're at Grandma and Grandpa's house living with Josephine. He could still do something about that. So like a rational adult, he decides he's going to go to court and fight for custody of his kids. No, I'm just kidding. He concocts a plan where he's going to go wait in the woods outside of Grandma and Grandpa's house, and he's going to kidnap the kids.
Oh, come on.
Again, in his own words, although I didn't consider it rightly kidnapping since they was mine. So he heads over to Grandma and Grandpa's house, hiding in the woods in a pile of leaves, waiting for the kids to come outside to play. He's then gonna snatch up the kids, take them to the train station, and bounce. This is the early 1900s. They're never gonna catch him. So he's out in the woods, laying in this pile of leaves, waiting for the kids to come out to play, and he's just waiting, and he's waiting, and then eventually the sun comes up. It's Kentucky, it's summertime, it starts getting hot, he starts getting sweaty, there's flies buzzing around, and after hours of waiting, the kids still haven't come out. He's like, okay, this isn't gonna fucking work. So he decides he's just gonna go up to the door and knock. Goes up to the door, knocks on the door. His father-in-law answers the door and just says, "Howdy, Harlan," and invites him in because, you know, it's the father of his children. Why wouldn't you do that? He has no idea the guy was just planning to kidnap his grandkids. Harlan, his father, and Josephine then proceed to sit down in the living room and have awkward small talk for a little while. And he like just gets up eventually and is like, I guess I'm gonna go. And Josephine is like, where are you going? And he's like, I found a new job in Illinois working for the rail company. I'm gonna head out there. And she goes, no, I think you better stay with me. And that was it. They stayed married for another 37 years. Now he's got his family back.
What? How does that even work? But, you know what? Well, since I guess she gave him an opportunity, I guess, well, take the opportunity. Maybe, I don't know.
I guess. Oh, okay. You had me going there for the first part. The second half kind of threw me.
Absolutely zero life lessons learned. Keeps cussing, keeps fighting, keeps cheating on his wife. Goes back to working for the railroad. Eventually, he decides he wants to better himself. He wants to get a better career, make more money for his family, the whole 9 yards. So he starts studying to become a lawyer via correspondence. Basically, taking college classes through the mail. Think of it as like antique version of online schooling. That's what he does. Winds up studying to become a lawyer through correspondence, passes the bar, and becomes a lawyer. Does that for a little while, has a pretty successful law career spooling up, and then one day, in open court, his temper gets the better of him.
Oh, come on.
Oblongata.
We don't know the exact context of what happened, but every account of what happened has a chair involved. Some accounts say that his own client attacked him with a chair. Some accounts say it was the other way around and he beat the shit out of his client with a chair. Either way, he turned the open courtroom into a WWE match.
Holy shit!
Because of this, he obviously loses.
Okay, maybe I need to watch the classic WWE because this shit is absolutely wonderful.
Loses his law license and goes back to job hopping. So he's a door-to-door salesman for insurance, and then after that he decides he wants to be an entrepreneur, so he spools up an illegal ferrying operation across the Ohio River. The police eventually put a kibosh to that, so then he goes to work for Michelin Tire, being a tire salesman. And finally, that goes good. That's going great. The dude can sell tires like a motherfucker. He works his way up from being a salesman to like the regional director for the entire tri-state area that he's in, and he's like one of the big wigs at Michelin Tire. But then karma finally catches up to him, and we kick off the lifelong saga of karma desperately trying to put Harlan Sanders, this madman, in his place, and Harlan Sanders just adamantly refusing. One day he's driving his Model T with Michelin Tires across the bridge, and the fucking bridge collapses, totaling his car. And at this point in time, he doesn't have enough money to buy a new car, so Michelin Tires fires him because you can't work for Michelin Tires as a tire salesman if you're not using Michelin tires, which is kind of fucked up, but also, like, there's no Amish electricians, so I get it.
Oh, right.
Wait, seriously? This is the same logic as in, like, working as a car salesman in Toyota and driving a Honda or a Mitsubishi. Like, my dad used to do that exactly before he got his Land Cruiser 120. Like, the Pajero went to me eventually, and we had to sell the Honda Civic, sadly. But this is the same type of logic. Like, who the fuck cares what you are driving on if you are doing your job right?
Because I'm Amish, so I wouldn't know anything about your 69 GTO Judge. 455 big block Ram Air, 411 Posi, something like that. Weird, that thing must have fallen straight from space. Well, good luck with your future ride, spaceman.
So he takes what money he does have and he starts a acetylene lamp business. Gotta remember, this is like 1820s. Not everybody has electricity in their house with light bulbs, so people are using these little gas lamps to, you know, put on the table to be able to see at night. He starts a business making those. Very quickly, electricity becomes readily available, puts him out of business. Karma is just trying to shut this guy down. So he decides, all right, I'm gonna have to go to the next big town over. I'm gonna have to go get a job, don't have a car, I'm broke. So he hitchhikes to Louisville, Kentucky, and the first car to pick him up tells him his life story, and the guy's like, I actually
Oh, welcome back, Julian.
own a gas station, and I'm looking for somebody to run it for me. You think you can do it? And Harlan Sanders is like, sure, why not? So he takes over this gas station, starts running it. Somewhere along the line, he comes up with the idea of like, hey, I could be more competitive and I could get all the business from all the truckers if I start selling food at my
Sanders, you are very competitive. We get that.
gas station. So he already likes cooking food, and that's what he does. He starts making food, selling it at his gas station, and then he gets all the trucker business as well. The gas station is outrageously successful. Karma kicks in again. The Great Depression happens, shuts this small gas station down, puts him out of business.
Fuck. Yeah.
From here, Shell Oil Company reaches out to him and is like, hey, we knew you were super successful at running this other gas station in a small town in Kentucky. We have another gas station that's right on the main highway that's going to be able to stay open during the Great Depression because it gets all this traffic from the highway. We want you to run it. Harlan Sanders takes the job. So he moves out to Corbin, Kentucky, where this gas station is, and this place is super ghetto. It's literally nicknamed Hell's Half Acre. You gotta remember, this is the Great Depression. Everybody's poor. Poor people commit crime to feed their kids. So you got that going on. On top of that, you've got Prohibition. This is right by the highway. All the bootleggers are running their booze through this area. There's all kinds of crime. So he takes over this gas station, starts selling gas, starts selling food, but he needs people to know that there's food around. So he starts putting up signs and everything saying like, hey, we're a gas station that also serves food. This is Kentucky in like 1930, whatever the fuck. And people just love shooting at signs, I guess. And it gets so bad that you can't even read the signs because there's so many bullet holes in them. So he comes up with an alternative idea of he goes to all of the farmers in like a 50-mile radius and pays them to be able to paint a big advertisement on the side of their barn because people aren't going to be shooting at a farmer's barn because they could hit somebody or hit an animal, or a farmer's going to come out with a shotgun and fucking shoot you back. And it's a brilliant idea, and it's working really, really good. And it starts cutting into the other rival gas station's business, and that gas station is owned by a guy by the name of Matt Stewart, and he's pissed off about it. So he goes around and starts painting over Harlan's barn signs. Harlan finds out about this, so like an adult with a cool, rational head, goes over to Stewart's gas station
and kick his fucking ass, right?
And very politely tells him to stop, or, and I quote, I'll blow your fucking head off.
Okay, not as polite as I thought for a second, okay.
Wow. Okay, Harlan Sanders is not going to tolerate people messing with his money.
Playing with my money is like playing with my emotion.
A couple weeks later, Harlan's got a big day. Some Shell Oil executives, 2 of them, are coming to town to have a meeting with Harlan about how well his gas station is performing. And while they're sitting in the gas station having a meeting, talking about how great of a job Harlan's doing, one of the employees comes in and lets him know, hey, Matt Stewart is out on the side of the road right now painting over one of your advertisements on Farmer So-and-so's barn. At which point, Harlan says, I told that motherfucker what I was gonna do, so he grabs his gun. The Shell Oil executives also grab guns, and they go out and confront Matt Stewart. As soon as they get out of the car, Matt Stewart draws a gun, fires at them, killing one of the Shell Oil executives, to which Harlan Sanders then shoots him in the shoulder, drops him on the ground, disarms him, and waits for the police to come arrest him. Harlan is found innocent because it was self-defense, and Matt Stewart now gets convicted of murder and would later be assassinated in prison.
Bravo, Matt. Bravo. Fucking idiot.
And from here, Harlan Sanders is not shy about using a firearm to get his way. There's another account where bootleggers were trying to siphon gas out of his pumps in the middle of the night, and he runs out in nothing.
Wait, let me read it. People who sleep naked, do you all ever think about emergencies? What if someone breaks in? There are 2 types of men. Those who fear having to fight a home intruder naked. Those who intend to. The robber will be fucked anyway. Just, the robber will be fucked, so why should I care about pleasantry?
But his underwear and confronts them and holds them at gunpoint until the sheriff shows up to arrest them. This goes on for a while, very successful gas station. Eventually, Harlan ends up owning the gas station himself, at which point he kicks it into overdrive. Now he's going around tearing down signs from the competition and putting up his own signs instead.
Really?
The exact thing that he was pissed off at doing, but now he's gonna do it to other people. And then, just like what happened with him, one of the other rival gas station owners runs out to confront him, at which point he pulls out a gun and tells them to get back in their fucking car.
Oh.
And they do.
Oh.
Medulla oblongata.
So as you can see, through a combination of great food and gun violence, Harlan Sanders becomes the most successful gas station in the area, which is the most southern thing that's ever happened, ever. And by 1939, he's making more money from food than he is from selling gas, so he decides he's just gonna sell more food and quit selling gas, and he opens up a 140-seat restaurant and then eventually expands that business to have a motel right next door as well. Now, the problem he runs into here is being able to cook food at the standard that he likes to cook food at in the quantity that this restaurant is now demanding. And the big problem he has is with the fried chicken. Everybody loves his fried chicken. He's got a secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. Everybody loves it. But the problem is real fried chicken is cooked in boiling grease on a skillet over the stove, and you just can't cook it very fast. It takes too long, you can't make bulk batches, and the wait times at the restaurant is just taking forever. So he develops a way to cook fried chicken inside of a pressure cooker, which still makes it taste way better than if you deep fry it. And this takes the cook time on his fried chicken from like 30 plus minutes down to 7 or 8 minutes. So he's got that figured out. Things are going great. He's got his new restaurant, his new motel right in 1939, and then karma steps in to try to shut him down again. 1939, World War II kicks off for America, and all of a sudden America is now rationing rubber and gas, meaning less people are traveling, and his entire business is built right on the highway and relies on highway travelers, so he's not making enough money. But Harlan Sanders, not taking no for an answer, refuses to quit, keeps running his motel and his restaurant business, but also takes a job in Tennessee, which is nearby, at a place called Oak Ridge, because the government has thrown up some new facility where they're making something, and they need somebody to come in and run all the cafeterias to feed the workers. And he oversees the cooking of 36,000 meals a day to feed all of these people working at this secret government facility. Does that through the rest of World War II. When World War II ends, that job kind of comes to an end. They no longer need this factory for whatever reason, so he goes back to his hotel and restaurant, which everything's fine now because they're no longer rationing gas and tires and people are traveling again. And later we would find out that the Oak Ridge facility in Tennessee is where they refined all the plutonium for the Manhattan Project, which we use to nuke Japan, which makes it kind of awkward that it's a Christmas tradition in Japan to order KFC, but whatever. So comes back home, starts running his restaurant and hotel. You would find out that the Oak Ridge facility in Tennessee is where they refined all the plutonium for the Manhattan Project, which we use to nuke Japan, which makes it kind of awkward that it's a Christmas tradition in Japan to order KFC, but whatever. So
Colonel Sanders helped Uncle Sam to nuke Japan so he could sell more of his fried chicken over there in the future. Just brilliant. What a brilliant man.
Comes back home, starts running his restaurant and hotel full time, hires a new female employee, starts having an affair on his wife with her. Her name is Claudine Price. Shortly after that affair, he divorces his wife, marries her instead in 1947. Then in 1952, he meets another wealthy restaurant owner from Salt Lake City, Utah by the name of Pete Harmon. Pete Harmon tries his fried chicken and he's like, holy shit, this stuff is awesome. Can I franchise this? I'll buy the secret blend of herbs and spices from you. You don't got to give me the secret. I'll just buy it straight from you. Show me how to do this with a pressure cooker, and I want to sell it in my restaurants in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I'll give you 4 cents for every piece of chicken that we sell. Colonel Sanders is like, sure, why not? So that's what happens. Pete Harmon starts selling Sanders chicken in his restaurants, and he needs to brand it somehow. So he's from a different part of the country, so he names it Kentucky Fried Chicken and gives it the slogan, finger licking good. And Harlan doesn't really see the potential in it. He just kind of treats it as like, you know, passive revenue that this guy's mailing him a check every month and just keeps running his restaurant and motel. And then his chicken becomes like kind of famous in the area. It's getting some notoriety, and the governor of Kentucky makes him a Kentucky colonel, which is like this honorary status in the state of Kentucky.
Wait, really? That's how he got his nickname. Damn.
And he's like, cool. That's great, whatever. So now he's Colonel Sanders. And then around the same time, he also started a side business where he was a midwife. I told you the story was weird. Yeah, he's just going around rural Kentucky as fucking Colonel Sanders, the chicken guy, helping people deliver babies. We don't know much about it other than the fact that it happened and he delivered at least 8 kids and one of them ended up getting named after him. When he was later interviewed and asked, like, how did you become a midwife? What training do you have? How did you even know how to do this? He simply replied, and I quote, "Oh, I know a little about it." Apparently,
little enough to help 8 kids to get into the new world. Brilliant.
If you've seen enough vaginas, you just kind of know what you're doing, I guess. You can put
Maybe.
stuff in one, you can pull stuff out of one. That makes sense, right? I guess.
Checks out.
One of his personal acquaintances later in life actually joked that he got involved in being a midwife because he...
I am shocked too, Julian. Me too.
He was concerned that the kids were his. Which brings me to his next side gig that he started after being a midwife, which was being a vampire hunter. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
But the fact that you believe me for a second speaks volumes about this guy. Are you going to talk about his pet crow? God, fine. Okay, look. Colonel Sanders has plenty of character flaws. However, there is a multiple humongous myths on the internet that he was like a prolific racist, ranging from he was a member of the KKK, which is not true, to he stole the secret blend of herbs and spices from his house servant when he was a child, which also isn't true.
The guy was poor. They did not have any servants. He was figuring this shit out himself.
The dude grew up extremely poor. He didn't have servants in his house in the 1800s. And then there's the myth that he had a pet crow in his original restaurant, and the pet crow's name was Jim. Get it? Jim Crow in the South in the 1950s. No, that never happened. I have searched and scoured. There is no historical evidence to actually prove this. There's just a bunch of blog posts dating back to the early 2000s that insinuate this shit. That's where it all started from. I'm 99% sure. If on the off...
No shit, the early 2000s waren van hell of a disinformation platform.
Chance you have some historical evidence, let me know in the comments down below. I'll pin the comment if I'm wrong, but I highly doubt it. Colonel Sanders, deeply flawed, cheats on his wife, anger issues, not some crazy prolific racist.
That was in the video, sorry.
However, but that's not going to stop karma from coming from him. So his restaurant and motel both burned down to the ground. Colonel Sanders, not taking no for an answer, rebuilds the restaurant, rebuilds the motel. Shortly after that, it burns down to the ground again.
Fuck, come on.
Colonel Sanders and karma are now in a shootout, so he rebuilds the business a second time, and then the government comes in and reroutes the highway and completely shuts him out. That's it, game over. He goes out of business. He is 65 years old, and his only income is his Social Security check, and that's just not enough. And Colonel Sanders is like, not taking no for an answer. So he takes his pressure cooker and his secret blend of herbs and spices, throws it in the trunk. Claudine hops in the car with him, and he just goes from town to failing restaurant to failing restaurant and is like, hey, would you like to be a KFC franchise, a Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise? My chicken is so good, it will save your failing restaurant. And for the next 5 years, at 65 years old through 70 years old, he travels the country getting people to franchise his chicken. Him and his wife are literally sleeping in their car, and he's 65 to 70 years old the entire time. But during that 5 years, they get 200 people to franchise their chicken. 3 years after that, he's up to 600. Other things that happened during this time period. Him and Claudine go out to breakfast one morning at a diner while they're on the road trying to get chicken franchises, and he orders some eggs. The eggs roll up. They're not cooked right. He sends the eggs back. The chef says the eggs are cooked right and sends them back to him.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
Colonel Sanders then proceeds to pick up the eggs, get out of the booth, walk into the diner's kitchen, and throw the eggs at the chef, at which point the chef rushes him with a kitchen knife, and Colonel Sanders, at the age of somewhere between 65 and 70, fends him off with a bar stool.
Medulla oblongata.
Another thing that happens during this time period is he's going to all these failing restaurants, and essentially they're just buying the chicken. They're not officially becoming KFCs yet. It's still mom and pop's diner, but they also sell Kentucky Fried Chicken there. And some of these restaurants are still failing despite the fact they're now serving Kentucky Fried Chicken. So he hires a guy to help these restaurants out, to go in there and show them how to run a restaurant up to the Colonel's standard to help these businesses thrive. So that guy goes in there, fixes a bunch of KFCs, makes some profitable businesses. Colonel Sanders Sanders pays him a bunch of money. He turns around and uses that money to start his own chain of restaurants selling burgers, and that guy's name was Dave Thomas, and he named his burger chain after his daughter, Wendy.
No way!
Damn. I told you it's a weird story, okay? You were warned. Now, this is also the same time period where he starts really leaning into the Colonel Sanders persona that we know today. He starts marketing himself as Colonel Sanders. People start calling him and knowing him as Colonel Sanders. This is when he started wearing the white suit that we all know today because his kitchens and KFCs were so cleanly that you could work in the back of the kitchen and not get food product all over you. This is when he started dyeing his mustache and goatee all white and kind of like amping up the Southern accent and the Southern gentleman persona. Then the business model kind of shifts from just franchising the chicken itself and letting these random restaurants serve KFC to having a restaurant that was just what we know as today, a KFC, a place that just sells fried chicken. Keeps growing the company, has a ton of locations, and by 1964, he is 74 years old, and it's finally time for him to retire. People are wanting to buy the company. He doesn't want to sell the company because he knows they're going to fuck up the quality of his food. They're going to ruin it. He doesn't want to do it, but his family pressures him into it. He finally relents and sells KFC for $2 million, plus a deal to be a lifelong brand ambassador for $40,000 to $80,000 per year. Shortly after he sells the company goes public. As soon as they go public, now the company is more concerned about making a return investment for their shareholders than they are about putting out quality food. So they go in and just completely ruin the quality, just like he was concerned with. They quit using the pressure cookers and start using deep fryers. They go away from his original recipe and add extra crispy, which he was furious about and said was nothing more than a fried dough ball on top of a piece of chicken. And then this final straw was when they changed the recipe to his gravy. He was absolutely furious. He went inside of a KFC, tasted this gravy for the first time, threw it on the floor, and said it was nothing more than wallpaper paste. They just mixed tap water and a bunch of starch together and called it gravy.
Oh,
I'm really sorry. Yeah. Well, hey, I'm really sorry too.
Colonel Sanders then proceeds to spend the rest of his life until he's 90 years old talking so much shit about KFC ruining his recipes, they had to sue him to get him to stop. He was a royal pain in the ass for KFC until he passed away from pneumonia at the age of 90. And that is the story of Colonel Sanders. Yes, he was real. Yes, all of that is true. Is he a good role model? Probably not really. But you have to admire his ability to push through adversity and not take no for an answer. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch, maybe drink some Echelon, go check out Pepperbox. Links for all those are over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
Quack bang. But they really fucked him over.
This started as a KFC video. It just turned into the Colonel Sanders video.
Damn. But for God's sake, they really fucked over Colonel Sanders in the end, because they had one fucking job. Keep KFC as KFC, not to go public. Now they ruined fucking everything. They had to fuck it up somehow. Until this moment, I wanted to ask myself, do we have KFC in a lot in Israel in general? Let me look it up. Is there a KFC near me? Let's assume that. There is KFC in Israel, but in Eilat, need a quick check. Okay, let's see KFC in Eilat. And there is no fucking KFC in Eilat. How nice. Wait, let's see out of one more time. Okay, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh wait, there is a KFC in Eilat. There is one. There is a KFC in Eilat, I guess. Wait, what? Fried chicken Eilat. No, it's not it. No. No, it's not it at all. No. Okay, so there is no KFC in Eilat. Sad. Whatever. Okay, I will go to the porcelain throne again for a minute and enjoy some music in the meantime. I am back and fuck, my bottle fell off. The bottle I just brought. Okay. Oh. It will be very funny when I open up this bottle. Okay, whatever. Wherever you venture, be it Huanglong or in a city, I will always be here, waiting. Thank you, Julian. Okay, now let's crack open this bottle. And you okay? Yeah, I'm good. My bottle fell off the table, and it did not blow up. Nice. Good. Nice. Now let's go to the next. Oh, forgot to hit the record button. My tongue! Forgot to hit the record button. Whatever. Now let's go to the next video, and that is a video by Count Dankula, the greatest April Fool's prank. And I'm pretty fucking sure I know what this is about. I'm pretty fucking sure what is that prank about. But let's listen to the bearded man.
A thing or two about pranks going too far. One minute I was on holiday in Iceland, and the next I was condemned to balance being a performing orangutan communing with the voices behind the camera lens and learning way too much about Africa.
Oh.
So, in that spirit, I thought that we would discuss some wacky happenings on a strange little island, where a man and his friends, full of joy and whimsy, decided to pull off the greatest April Fool's joke of all time.
Okay, I'm listening.
Tricking everyone into thinking that they were about to die in a Pompeii-style inferno. The eruption of Mount Edgecombe.
Mountain Edgecombe prank. Okay, now it looks promising. Oh, hello there. Holy intro. Holy shit! Absolute mad, lads. The Mountain Edgecombe
Please leave a
eruption.
like and a comment on this video because it really helps me in the algorithm. So I'm a pretty
that's just me. That's me every time.
Security-minded guy. I always do my double take when I'm locking up the house, and I always ensure that I'm zipped up when I'm going out in public. And I always try my hardest to reduce my digital footprint whenever I can. The thing is, though, your data is quite commodious, so
that's
if you get
an
annoyed,
ad. That's
peace
an ad.
of mind is priceless. Our man of the hour is a little scamp named Oliver Porky Becker. A Normandy veteran and a logger who loved to show off by hitting targets such as hard hats with trees that he felled. But more importantly, he also loved to fuck with people. Porky liked to put plastic flamingos in trees to confuse wildlife tours. And he also stuck an entire tree in his friend's driveway. And he ran a 1-for-2 chainsaw sale at his logging gear shop, Porky's Equipment Incorporated. According to his daughter, and I quote, "There wasn't a day went by that he didn't make people crack up laughing over one thing or another." But all of these pranks were just mere molehills compared to the mountainous feat that Porky was destined to fulfill.
Okay.
One day in 1971, Porky looked up and had an amazing idea. You see, Porky lived in Alaska, which is part of the big Pacific Ring of Fire, which is a hotbed of earthquakes, kaiju incursions, and volcanoes. Alaska sees about 2 eruptions every year, so it's always a little bit of concern for the residents when a mountain up there starts looking a little bit shifty. And sitting on Kruzof Island, just across the water from Porky's hometown of Sitka, is Mount Edgecombe. A 3,200-foot volcano with a name that is going to make the jokes in this video really fucking easy.
Yeah,
but this volcano isn't anything to worry about, though. It's only ever erupted 3 times, most recently around 2220 BC.
Oh.
However, it's not quite extinct because there's still the odd rumblings here and there. It's just lying dormant.
Oh.
And yes, they actually named it Mount Edgecombe. Because this thing has been edging for about 4,000 years with constant tension building inside. And it was about to blow its thick, hot, sticky lava all over Sitka.
Okay, that... What is that caricature? First of all, why does he have a mouth? And why is there 2 oddly rounded shaped mountains right next to the erupting mountain? Like, do you want to tell me that underneath this layer there is a fucking absolute Cthulhu-sized giant that having a little bit of an eruption once in a while, with some hot sticking out stuff that is so hot we think of it as lava? What the fuck?
Or was it? Porky's plan was in the works for about 3 years, but bad weather kept forcing him to cancel. Because what's the point of erupting a volcano if it's too foggy for anyone to even see it?
Yeah.
So he bided his time, preparing and stockpiling supplies in a plane hangar until he woke up on the 1st of April 1974. And finally, he saw a clear sky.
Oh, God.
Mount Edgecombe had edged enough.
Oh, God.
It was go time.
Oh, God.
Getting out of bed, Porky told his wife Patricia, "I have to do it today." And she replied, "Just don't make an arse of yourself." Women are no fun. On the other hand, dudes rock. So Porky assembled the boys, known as the Dirty Dozen.
Oh, God.
Despite there being less than 12 of them. And they all gathered at his office. Then he had to pick up the phone and book passage up the mountain. 3 helicopter charters turned him down, with one claiming to be afraid of whiteout even though the day was clear. I think he was just letting Porky down gently. But all was not lost. One of the Dirty Dozen, local bar owner Harry Salser, put Porky in touch with Earl Walker, a helicopter pilot in Petersburg who absolutely fucking loved the idea and said, "You son of a bitch, I'm in."
Oh, God.
And he said that he would fly over as soon as the morning fog had cleared in his area. While waiting for their lift, Ken Stedman and Larry Nelson helped Porky load up 2 manila rope slings that he had made himself. And they were made out of rags, smoke bombs, and 70 tires soaked in kerosene. The first of these was transported to the mountain by helicopter and dumped in the crater. Then, as Earl went back for the second sling of net zero inhibitors, Porky stomped out the shapes of letters in the snow, and he spray painted April Fool in 15-metre letters. Once the second stack of Greta's grievances were in the crater, Porky piled the...
Greta's grievances! Oh, I love this joke.
All together and set the entire mess of Miliband's misgivings on fire.
Oh, yes.
And then he flew away as the place was starting to get a little bit smoky. As the massive plume of black smoke was rising from the volcano, the people of Sitka poured into the streets, stunned by the news that there was no new pope. And they were also freaking out a little bit because, holy fucking shit, the fucking volcano's erupting. But while the prank had been perfectly executed, Porky did have the foresight to give the Federal Aviation Administration and the local police a little bit of a heads up about what was happening, so that he didn't cause any official upsets and get himself into trouble.
Nice.
But he forgot to tell the Coast Guard, who sent a helicopter up the volcano to investigate the smoke coming from the crater. The pilot saw the tires and the spray-painted message, and he immediately relaxed. Meanwhile, phone lines were exploding all over the place with calls to the authorities until the Coast Guard came back with their report. And they urged everyone to remember that nothing ever happens. On the way back down the mountain, an air traffic controller named Homer Stutter found the entire thing so fucking funny that he actually gave Porky an assist with selling the illusion by offering to, and I quote, bring you in as low and inconspicuously as possible. And by the way, the son of a gun looks fantastic. The Admiral of the Coast Guard also told Porky that the prank was brilliant. And after the initial shock of a smoking volcano died down, the entire community of Sitka fucking loved it once they realised that they weren't actually all about to fucking die, and they were just being told porky.
Yeah.
To quote Hal Spackman, the executive director of the Sitka History Museum, and I quote, I guess after the initial moments of fear, because Mount Edgecombe had erupted in the past, it was 4,000 years ago. But whenever you see a volcano on fire, that makes you a little bit edgy. I think once people settled down, they thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
The prank went down so well that the vice president of Alaska Airlines, Jimmy Johnson, actually had a plane diverted so that the passengers could all get a good look at the smoking volcano. The following year, the airline actually ran a campaign where Alaskans all competed with each other for bragging rights over who had the coolest story. And Porky came out swinging with his entry. On April Fool's Day, I hired a chopper and flew 70 old kerosene-soaked tyres to the top of the dormant volcano, Mount Edgecombe, that looms over Sitka. I set the tyres on fire, and the billowing black smoke created one hell of a commotion in Sitka. I dare you to top that April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
And somehow,
nobody can.
Porky fucking lost the competition.
What?
Apparently, the winner survived a bear attack.
Oh.
Which is hardly special.
Yeah.
All of my exes can say the same thing. But this loss aside, Porky still covered himself in plenty of glory. He never got into any kind of trouble at all for the prank because all of this happened back when the authorities weren't complete fun sponges. He had his 15 minutes in national news, and he even had a very well-earned commemorative jacket made for him.
Oh, nice!
But the best part of this entire thing came about 6 years later, when Mount St. Helens erupted. A Denver lawyer actually sent Porky a clipping of the Denver Post with a note that read, "This time, you little bastard, you've gone too far." But considering how much everyone loved the stunt that Porky pulled, he would have to do a lot to go too far. As Spackman put it, and I quote, Mount Edgecombe really dominates the Sitka Sound. It is so much a part of the area. It's not something that goes unnoticed. For somebody to actually go and make people think that the thing was going to explode, it's something that people still talk about to this day. It is a top 10 prank. And needless to say, Porky enjoyed infinite bragging rights until he sadly passed away in 2003. And his local legend status still persists to this day.
Nice.
Going back to Spackman one last time, he fondly recalled Porky and the Dirty Dozen when he said, they had an interesting sense of humour that some appreciated more than others. He was always brewing up something. It wasn't unlike him and his group to do this. He was a very jolly character and was always looking for a prank or something funny or something noticeable. That is just what he was like. Now, I love a good prank myself. God knows, all of us here in the studio all fuck with each other 24 hours a day. For example, whenever one of the staff gets a new girlfriend and they bring her into the office so that we can all meet her for the very first time, we always try and talk to her privately and tell her a bunch of shit that we just absolutely made up about our new boyfriend. For example, when one of the writers brought his girlfriend into the office to meet all of us for the very first time, we told her that he got banned from Twitter for 2 months for calling Greta Thunberg Anne Frank but less fuckable. We also told her...
Oh my god, I will have to do that on Twitter someday. I will have to do that in the future. Oh, hello, what's up, X? Oh, Dark! Hello there, Dark! What's up? Just in time.
That he claps when
we are reacting to shit. There is one more video left, and after that I will probably go to sleep.
Train arrives at the station, and we also told her that every single time he finishes a meal, he rubs his tummy and says yum yum yum. She believed most of them. We actually still have the gaslighting document, which, you know what, I actually might just post online. I
have been quite busy these days. Good for you, I guess. I was mostly sleepy these few days.
Actually commissioned a hentai artist to make a sexy anime drawing of him, and then I hung it up in the girls' toilets at eye level where the girls sit on the toilet. And when she came out and asked, what the fuck is all that about? We told her that he was absolutely insistent that we hang it there. Well, he was freaking out and panicking and screaming, going, "No, I didn't, they're lying, they're trolling you, they're trolling, I didn't do that." And that was fucking funny. But that just actually ultimately resulted in his girlfriend loving the picture, and she took it home and it's now hanging in her room. And he's absolutely fucking furious about that to this day. So the prank actually went a lot better than expected. So while this is just a short little video, I wanted to discuss Porky's Mount Edgecombe prank because I really admire his steadfast commitment to the bit, and also because it's just really fucking funny. I also miss a time where you could do fucking hilarious pranks like this and not have to worry about a 30-year prison sentence or being forced to pay millions and millions of dollars in damages for a prank that didn't do any damage at all, apart from make some people shit their pants.
What in there? Is that fucking Alex Jones? Okay. Okay, that was a very good one. Oh my god, I need to drink some more water. So, wait, why didn't Julian respond? Wait, I see that Julian is still in the chat. Why didn't Julian called you out, Dark? Whew. Huh? What happened? Dark happened. Dark is here. Dark is in the YouTube chat. Oh, hi Darky. Oh, see? Okay. Oh my god. Whew. Well, after Count Dracula now, there is one last video left. I am googling. What are you googling, Julian? What are you googling? Julian! Dark is typing on YouTube. Okay, while you will be googling, let's see. Did you guys see the shit that Peter has done on Twitter? No! What? No, Dark? Not Hassan! Oh, don't worry, the video isn't about him today. This video is not about Hassan Piker. It's about, and I quote, how Peter turned an entire country against it overnight. I'm pretty sure that's how Peter turned an entire world against it overnight, but whatever. Yeah. Did you guys see? I don't follow that stuff on Twitter. So, I'm pretty sure you know what Uma Musume is. Uma Musume, right? did I spell that right? Whatever, the horse gacha game. Well, PETA made an art of that, of one of the characters of that gacha game to basically make anti-horse racing propaganda. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I cannot show that on Twitch, on YouTube, or maybe on YouTube can, maybe on Twitch not. Yes, so you know that. Horse waifus, yes. So I'm pretty sure either of you know what PETA did on Twitter with one of the Uma Musume girls. If you don't know, you will know anyway. Let's watch that shit.
Typically, when you see someone abuse a pet or animal on the internet, then chances are you'll probably see someone in the comments somewhere saying, call PETA. In fact, one could even...
Nobody does that. Mujin. Oh, by the way, video by Mujin, the French guy. Mujin, nobody in their right mind would tell call PETA. Everybody know what the fuck PETA is. It's the worst comment of the earth. Never do that, man. Never do that. No, never.
Even argue that this has been a thing on the internet for as long as we can remember. But what is PETA anyway? Well,
it's a fucking pet killing cult. It is what it is.
It stands for
PETA is woke, by the way. No shit that PETA is woke. They're not just woke, they're demonic.
People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. What a wonderful name for an organization. Okay, well, what do they fight for? Animal rights? That's awesome. Well, not quite. Here's how they describe their own mission on their website. Animals are not ours to experiment on, eat, wear, use for entertainment.
And woke is not very good. Yeah, it also not very God-like, like following God's way. Yeah, fully agree with you, Doug. Honestly, I have no idea how PETA is still alive, but like everybody know the shit that they are doing, and they are still somehow operational. How? How the fuck did nobody make? Just nobody destroyed that thing. I'm pretty sure that PETA should be illegal nowadays.
Entertainment or abuse in any other way. Okay, kind of extremist, right? The idea that no one's allowed to eat animals, that's definitely interesting, but most people can definitely agree with the other parts. But how is it that an organization like this managed to make so many generations of people be aware of its existence? How does it have such a...
Did you see the backlash against Bondi Beach? Yeah, I've seen it. I was talking about it with Julian on the second video that we were reacting to today. Bondi Beach. Yeah, it was. Also, Britain is having a crusade on their own. Wait, they're finally waking up? They're finally having a crusade and I did not know nothing about it? Damn, I will have to look it up later. Because if they are having an actual crusade, I am all for it. Like, with all the details.
A monopoly over the topic of animal rights? Well, it's actually all thanks to their marketing strategy. You see, ever since PETA was created in the 1980s...
well, aside from marketing strategy, they are also known for killing pets. Stealing the pets from their owners and then kill the pets. They are known for that one too. Yeah, of course.
They knew that people had bigger worries than wondering where animals came from and how they were processed in factories. So to truly get their message across, their strategy has always been to grab headlines by any means necessary. For
Not
decades,
a very good idea.
PETA would be synonymous with...
What the fuck? Yeah, the politicians are against it, but the people are out there burning stuff. Good. Just good. What in the fuck is that? I wouldn't be caught dead in fur. What the fuck?
With ridiculous marketing campaigns. This right here is one of the most famous examples. A group of naked women laying in coffins in public saying they'd rather be caught dead than wear animal fur. Things like this became an important part of PETA's DNA, and it would help them spread awareness about their cause and their organization to multiple generations. But that's, of course, until Gen Z came along, a generation that kind of grew up understanding what they were, but by the time they became adults, became so desensitized by the internet that nothing really shocked them anymore. PETA had used the same strategy for decades now, shock and boldness. The problem with this strategy, though, is that over time, for it to remain effective, every campaign you make has to be more shocking than the previous one. And more importantly, the line between bull shock and rage bait is extremely thin. And for years now, PETA has been absolutely clueless about the fact that they had crossed it a while ago. They had essentially gone from very bold marketing campaigns that no one had ever done before to now posting an AI-generated image of a fish.
I was about to say that it looks fucking AI-generated. Like, how the fuck did this salmon, and that salmon was just 80 degrees up? Like, what the fuck?
Being cut into sushi, calling it artistic rendering, and being community noted. That's just plain embarrassing. For years now, this has been PETA's reality. They're nothing more than just rage baiters, and they fail to see that.
A cult for killing animals. Call this shit as it is, Mujin. Call it shit as it is.
They've completely lost the plot. And speaking of losing the plot, it turns out that PETA actually enjoys killing animals more than rescuing them. After numerous investigations spanning across multiple years, many have been able to conclude that PETA enjoys killing animals way more than just putting them up for adoption and finding them a new loving home. Why? Because they believe owning a pet dog is slavery. I wish I was kidding. Don't believe me?
Seriously.
Well, the founder of PETA herself said that pet ownership is an abysmal situation and argued in a 2014 interview that outdoor cats should just be killed. It's better for them.
What? What the fuck? How the fuck is PETA not disbanded? It's like the situation with the Epstein files. That half of this shit is redacted. Like, how the fuck are they getting away with that bullshit?
By now, and we're still in the intro of this video, you're probably wondering, okay, how the hell does this organization even still exist? And how can it possibly get any worse? Well, recently, PETA decided that killing animals is not enough. They decided to openly tarnish the legacy of a dead animal. And the backlash that they experienced was biblical. You see, Silent Suzuka was a Japanese racehorse with an unrivaled legacy. I mean, he was extremely fast and well known globally to anyone who followed horse racing. However, in 1998, his life ended after a tragic injury on the track. What really made Silent Suzuka stand out during that incident, though, is that even though he was in horrendous pain, he didn't flip out, he didn't try to injure his jockey, no. He silently went to the side of the track, dropped off his jockey, and when he was sure that his human rider was safe, proceeded to collapse. Yeah, he was one hell of a horse. Now in 2021, the mobile game Uma Musume Pretty Derby would come out in Japan. It would be an anime horse girl racing game, with every one of these anime girls representing a famous Japanese racehorse. This game would prove to be extremely successful in Japan, would release globally in 2025, and would make billions of dollars. And one of the horses that...
when did it came out in, globally? Uma Musume... where was the global release? Yeah, global release. When was it? In June 26. It took them 6 months to become extremely popular. Dude, my sister is in Ireland. She owns a house. Her next door neighbor had a kid recently. Until they had a kid, they had only a dog. My sister told me that they themselves... Wait, what? She owns a house, her next door neighbor had a kid recently. Until they had a kid, they had only a dog. My sister told me that they themselves told her that what, Dark? Let me guess, a text limit? that the dog was treated better than humans. My sister said that they spent on the dog a similar amount of money they spent on the kid. So they are either great dog owners or they are terrible parents. Word limit on YouTube. Guessed as much. So they are either great dog owners or are terrible parents. Like one out of the two. But honestly, maybe they spent like a wise amount of money on the kid and teaching him right. So I don't know. But just questionable. Really.
That was immortalized as an anime horse girl was none other than Silent Suzuka. In fact, Uma Musume would even have an anime, and Silent Suzuka would make an appearance there too.
It's that they are great dog owners. And I hope they are great parents, honestly. Yeah.
As you can see, this was a very well beloved and very well respected horse to this day.
They loved their god like they loved their dog, like they loved their kid. Well, that gives me a lot of positive vibes.
So what the hell could have PETA possibly done to create a worldwide backlash? Did they pay their respects to this wonderful animal that showed incredible compassion to humans in its final moments? Of course.
Wait. Let me roll it back a few. Let me roll it back a few seconds because I think I missed the plot for a moment.
25 and would make billions of dollars. And one of the horses that was immortalized as an anime horse girl was none other than Silent Suzuka. In fact, Uma Musume would even have an anime, and Silent Suzuka would make an appearance there too. So as you can see, this was a very...
They call their dog their kid's older brother. It's quite nice. Aww, so cute. Okay. They are good people. I'm pretty sure that is the last great family in Ireland. Just saying.
Well beloved and very well respected horse.
Julian is in shock over there.
To this day. So what the hell could have PETA possibly done to create a worldwide backlash? Did they pay their respects to this wonderful animal that showed incredible compassion to humans in its final moments? Of course not. They instead would post a disgusting image.
Yeah. Here is the image. Julian, feast your eyes on this bullshit by PETA. I will read that. If Uma Musume Pretty Derby were honest, your favorite horse girl doesn't get a comeback arc. One failed event and the race is over forever, just like what happened to the real Silent Suzuka. In real life, the horse Silent Suzuka suffered a catastrophic injury in a race and was euthanized. And they are showing an art with Silent Suzuka having her ankle, well, leg broken. What the fuck, PETA? Just why? Like, there is blood. There is blood in the blood section. Red fucking blood. What the hell? Isn't it Silent Suzuka? It is. It is Silent Suzuka. Oh, wait. Ah, yeah, they spelled us silence. Yeah. Silent Suzuka. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But fucking hell. PETA. Just PETA. Okay, let's continue.
Image of the anime horse girl version of Silent Suzuka with a grotesque leg injury where you can see the bone protrude outside.
It's Silent, not Silence. Yeah, you're right, Tak. By the way, they fucked up royally with doing that shit. Because the Japanese horse gacha game, it's Japanese. They have the same lawyers as Nintendo. So yeah, they're beyond fucked.
Side of the skin, arguing that if the game was honest, your favorite horse girl wouldn't get any comeback arcs. One failed event and the race is over, just like what happened to the real Silent Suzuka. Now look, PETA had been fucking around.
The fuck? Apparently this isn't the first time PETA went after video games for their rage bait marketing. The Japanese were pissed. They are pissed. I saw this. I saw it too. Don't worry, I saw it too. PETA's Pokemon Black and Blue got freed them all. What the fuck? Super Tanuki 2D? What in the... Kills Tanuki? Cooking Mama kills animals? It was a huge controversy. I think it still is. But what the fuck, PETA? My god. They were using Nintendo properties before that? Oh my god.
For years and had faced barely any consequences. This time, though,
Seriously?
they fucked around and they found out. Because not
Finally.
only did this post get viewed 16.4 million
16.4 million views. 4,000 likes. A bunch of sick psychos. 11,000 comments and over 8k retweets / quotes. Do you know the anime Beastars? No, I think I don't know. PETA made a scene about that as well. Wait, what the fuck is Beastars? Let me search it up. Beastars. Ah, it is that furry anime. Okay, yeah, I recognize it now. Yeah, it's that furry anime. Okay, got it. Isn't that the one where a VTuber Bounty Whale is one of the voice actors? I think it is this one, right? And they made a scene about this one too. Fucking retarded people, I swear.
times. Not only are there 11,000 replies completely shitting on their entire existence, not only did this post get community noted, but it even prompted a Japanese politician to speak out on this disgusting behavior, as well as the...
It's quite a nice story. One hell of a story.
...owner of Silence.
Wait, that is the legit owner of Silent Suzuka? Really? No issues with animals and everything. Ah, the anime. Okay. If the anime is a nice story, then okay.
Suzuka. Guys, this was probably one of the worst things PETA could have ever done to their reputation.
Yeah.
More and more people are looking into the fact that they're killing more animals than they're saving, with Japanese people in particular finding out the true nature of this company rather than thinking that they actually fight for animal rights. And unlike their usual rage bait, this time there were many people that destroyed the hell out of PETA with facts and logic. Actual real arguments that show that Uma Musume Pretty Derby did 1,000,000 times more than PETA could ever hope to achieve. It was hilarious seeing this disgusting organization get pummeled to oblivion, and so that's why I thought
They just want to make issues with everything related to animals. Yeah, they do. They do, and PETA should be considered a terrorist organization. I will be honest with you. I will be praising Donald Trump if he will ever do that. Not even kidding.
Had to make a video about this. So you already know the drill. Let's do this. All right, so look, as I mentioned in the intro, PETA gained prominence, or I should say relevancy, due to its shocking and bold marketing campaigns like this.
Yeah. Also, speaking about this like bait, the only reason we do not eat dogs, cats, and whatever the fuck is because they are not tasty. That's it. That is the only reason, in reality.
This one right here. If dogs tasted like pork, would you eat them? What's the difference? Go vegan.
The difference is the pork tastes good. Dog doesn't taste good. Also, yeah, just so you know, Jews also eat pork from time to time. Yeah, that's a fact.
Showing the image of a dog with a pig's head. By PETA's own standards, though, this was definitely soft. You see, one of the first instances of extremely shocking yet somewhat bold marketing campaigns was as far back as 1991. Back then, one of America's most infamous serial killers, Jeffrey Dahmer, was captured. Jeffrey was someone who had captured 17 males and, well, got rid of their limbs. He would then place them in the fridge and eat them later, because guess what? The guy was a cannibal. What would PETA do? Well, they published a newspaper advertisement pretty much likening meat packers to being exactly like Jeffrey Dahmer, someone who killed 17 human beings. Now today, if this happened, no one would really care, but back then, people cared a lot. This caused unprecedented commotion, and it was exactly what PETA wanted. From their point of view, their mission is to get animal rights messages out to as many people as possible, which is why they try to make their actions colorful and controversial. Colorful is a very interesting word. All in the hopes of grabbing as many headlines around the world and spreading the message of kindness to animals to thousands, sometimes millions of people.
Kindness, really. Kindness. Yeah, I will believe that.
Then gloat that this approach has proved to be amazingly successful, and you know what? To their credit, initially, it was. For the first 2 decades after PETA was established...
Also, Aokenshi raised Silent Suzuka from the time she was a foal. A foal means a baby, right? It said that the owner even raised her with love and care. Wait, so the guy... so the person right there, it's the actual owner? Because I've seen people on Twitter speculating that it isn't. But if it is the owner, then I get the guy.
They would spread awareness over some extremely inhumane conditions that many animals faced in different areas, whether it be factories, farms, or hell, even government agencies. The outrage following these investigations would help new laws be put in place. Laws that would either help animals get treated better or straight up shut down certain labs or agencies that would mistreat them. However, not all good things last forever, and at some point, PETA would lose the plot entirely. In fact,
did they ever had the plot in the first place? Just saying.
For my research, I can personally conclude that they had officially lost the plot by 2003, when they would release their newest marketing campaign, an exhibition titled
Holocaust on a Plate? Are you fucking kidding me? Excuse me?
Holocaust on a Plate.
What?
And yes, it is as horrible as it sounds. In fact, here's a sign that you would find.
It is speculated that our account is the owner's child or grandchild. Makes way more sense.
This exhibition. On the left, you would see a Holocaust victim that went through famine, and on the right, you would see a cow that went through famine.
27 years between...
I don't think it would take a genius to understand that Jews back then were extremely angered by such a marketing campaign.
I am angry right now. Thank you for pointing to the obvious. Just absolutely inhuman.
Likening the suffering of so many people in World War II to the idea of eating meat. I mean, come on. And at a certain point, this would just get old. People wouldn't take them as serious.
What? PETA combats dog breeding with Hitler mustache? Excuse me, fucking what? Epic say I'm heading to sleep. Enjoy the streams here. See you, Julian. Have a great night. But what the fuck is that?
Seriously anymore. Around almost a decade later in 2014, PETA would release a marketing campaign in which they say that dog breeders are literally the Austrian painter, releasing a poster of a dog with the infamous...
Then he would have been called a hero. Oh my god.
Well, mustache. And if you thought that wasn't bad enough, on the same year, if you went to PETA's website, you'd be greeted with, got autism? Studies have shown a link between cow's milk and autism.
In that case, I'm sorry to tell you, PETA, that you are the most retarded people on the planet. Fucking serious? YouTube deleted the previous comment. Anyway. Oh god.
Now this confused the hell out of people, and it could mean one of two things. The first possibility is them saying that cow's milk causes autism, which is
retarded.
Extremely incorrect. There's nothing in any way, shape, or form proving that. And the second possibility is them saying that only autistic people drink cow's milk, which I don't need to sit here and tell you sounds really bad. Pretty much saying that there's something very wrong with autistic people, which isn't the case. They're just people. You see what I meant in the intro? Once you make shocking statements, the only way to keep people's attention is to somehow make a shocking
I drink milk almost every day. Well, to be honest, I have not been drinking milk for a while. I should be drinking milk way more.
Statement more shocking every single time. But with the line between shocking and rage bait being so thin, yeah, it's no surprise by this point people thought PETA was a joke. Their stupid antics were starting to alienate vegans from wanting to support them. That was their target audience. I mean, mid-pandemic in 2020, when people were wrestling with the fact that they had to be isolated for God knows how long, PETA comes out and says, oh, hey, yeah, this happened because of you meat eaters. Tofu never caused the pandemic.
It is beyond retarded. Like, listen. If milk causes autism, then I should have Asperger's syndrome. Same. Listen, I do have legit, like, mild autism, but... if Peter's statement was true, I would have some absolutely crippling autism. Like, something beyond Asperger's. I would be so much worse than Greta Thunberg.
Shut the fuck up. Now, yes, this stupid attempt.
Now, I'm pretty sure everybody remembers that COVID started because some fucking retard in China decided to eat a bat. Let's be honest.
Attempt at rage bait is definitely funny. And while I'd love to just sit here and laugh, unfortunately, when it comes to PETA, their existence is actually a problem, especially if you like animals.
Yep.
You see, this organization is nothing more than just a group of extremists. In 2017, 2 PETA employees would kidnap a 9-year-old's Chihuahua. They assumed that it was a stray that needed to be euthanized because, of course, they hate the idea of putting up a dog for adoption. However, state laws say that they have to hold the pet for 5 days to make sure there's no owner that, well, will come and claim it. They chose to ignore that rule and euthanize this poor Chihuahua within the same day. The family ended up suing the organization, and PETA paid them $49,000 to settle. But that poor girl is probably traumatized for life.
Yes.
But I wish that was the worst thing they'd done. In 2005, 2 years after their completely tone-deaf Holocaust marketing campaign, some people would start noticing that the dumpsters behind a supermarket in North Carolina was filled with dead animals, specifically cats and dogs. Well, it turned out it was none other than PETA. The 2 employees in question would be acquiring these pets by lying to veterinarians, telling them they're going to put them up for adoption, and then just euthanizing them in the same day in the back of their van. The veterinarian who had given these pets to PETA thinking they would get adopted would later say they were in good health and were very adoptable, especially the kittens. It was tragic, and yet PETA was able to get away with this because of a stupid law in the US that says that PETA and other shelters are allowed to kill owner-relinquished animals for virtually any reason at any time without any effort to find them homes. But of course, politicians don't care about actual important matters like this.
For fucking hell. I really hope Trump will disband this organization. Do you know there is a tribe in Africa that eat black mamba meat? Excuse me? Apparently studies say that they are immune to malaria. Holy fuck. Sadly we are not Africans, you know? We are not that tribe. We are not those people.
And finally, if you want something a bit more recent to truly show you how disgusting PETA is, then look no further. This was a study published in February 4th, 2025, examining the rate of death of animals in PETA shelters in the year of 2024.
Let me guess, it's 95%, right?
Now, PETA is established in the state of Virginia. The average rate of euthanasia for all agencies
64 to 69, it's still super fucking high as fuck.
In Virginia is 10%. That means that 90% of their animals find a new home. They successfully get adopted, with 10% being euthanized, which is reasonable. Some cats or dogs they might find on the street might have a very bad disease, they could be on their last legs, and giving them euthanasia is the most humane thing to do. That way,
I mean, the bat caused the pandemic, but a snake is the cure. Interesting logic, you know. Yeah, it is something to think about.
Why they don't squirm in pain for the rest of their lives. PETA, on the other hand, euthanizes 64% of their dogs, 69% of their cats, and 67% of all animals in general that are held in their shelters. Think about this for a second. Only 30% somehow find a new home. The majority find themselves dead. Does that seem like an organization that likes animals to you?
Not at all.
Look at this. In 2014, they euthanized 96% of their
fucking hell!
Cats. Very interesting, right? Especially seeing that the founder of PETA has already expressed the fact that stray cats shouldn't exist. In other words, they should all be killed. I mean, I just find this so disgusting, but also so fascinating. PETA always likes to ignore the fact that humans and animals are fundamentally different, which is why we shouldn't eat them. Does that mean we should euthanize 69% of children that are currently in shelters waiting to be adopted by a family? I wonder what this failure of an organization would say. Oh wait, I actually know exactly what they would say. One look at their social media in 2025.
Alright, I remember this fucking post. I think it was right before the PETA, the Uma Musume disaster.
And the only thing you'll find is rage bait. That's what they still thrive on. They want views, they want relevancy at any cost, no matter how stupid they might look in the public's eyes. And it's that same exact philosophy that made them fuck around and find out when it came to one of the most loyal communities on the internet. And it resulted in them wiping the floor with PETA's pathetic ass. This all brings us back to the game Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Available both on PC and mobile, it pretty much took over the world this year. In fact, if you were able to catch the Game Awards recently, then you would have seen that it actually won Best Mobile Game. The same company behind that very successful game that's generated billions of dollars to date is also behind its extremely successful anime series. All the horse girls in the anime and the game are actually based off their real-life counterparts. This was only possible to do after getting direct approval from each one of their owners. But that's not all, of course. They weren't just able to make an awesome game, some great anime, and respect the medium. Horse racing has been a dying sport for years now, and they were able to revitalize the entire industry by bringing in such a huge amount of young people that are now interested in it thanks to the game and anime. In fact, the developer, Cygames, wouldn't just support horse racing directly by sponsoring multiple events, they would also make it a point to support retired racehorses, making sure that they're not neglected and encouraging fans to donate to them. In fact, ever since Uma Musume Pretty Derby had come out in Japan and then eventually came out globally, the Retired Horse Association of Japan, who takes care of all retired racehorses, has seen a massive surge in donations. I mean, look at this. They had created a fundraiser back in October to create a memorial for multiple retired horses that had passed away recently. And they were able to raise 6.3 million yen out of their 10 million yen goal. Before Uma Musume, people didn't really care that much about retired horses. Now they do. Isn't that awesome? Now, with all this info in mind, and this is me barely scraping the surface, by the way, how much worse does this post from PETA actually sound now? Going after a developer and a game that has done more for horses than they could ever even conceive. I mean, what a desperate cry for attention. The replies will, of course, immediately point this out.
They have a project that helps horses and boost horse racing. Yes. And look, as long as they are like taking proper care of the horses, that they are like at full medical attention, it is wonderful. Very wonderful. Also, I want to read this tweet. Uma Musume does more for the welfare of the horses it honors than misleading and self-serving posts like this do. Do better or be quiet. First of all, sorry Milky, no, but they will never be better. They should be quiet, and they should be quiet forever.
Like this one that ratioed the original post by like 5 times, saying Uma Musume does more to the welfare of the horses it honors than misleading and self-serving posts like this do better or be quiet. I mean, not a single one of these 11,000 replies were positive. They were just shitting on PETA's entire existence. The audacity for an organization that euthanizes 70% of its animals to talk about euthanasia.
Japan eats a lot of animals, but Japan also respects animals a lot. Yes, they do. They do a lot. Yes. Absolutely.
Asia is wild. Just so you know, this was a severe leg injury that Silent Suzuka experienced on the racetrack. Once that happens to a horse, they are guaranteed to die a slow and painful death. Euthanasia here was actually, unlike PETA's shelters, humane. But they've lost the plot since 2003. Reasoning with them is pointless. But people decided to quote tweet them anyway because why not? They're clowns, they deserve it. This person would say the irony is that Uma Musume itself is responsible for the increase of the Retired Horse Racing Association's donations and care for the animals. Just this year, between Versailles Farm, Northern Farm, and Nice Nature, which are 3 different horses, they raised over $1 million combined, spread purely by the fans' love of the horses. Here we can see a chart of Nice Nature's birthday donation trends, and as you can see, there is a massive uptick in donations after Uma Musume Pretty Derby had come out. I mean, it would go
that is in million Japanese yen. My God.
1,700,000 yen to 35 million after the game had come out. That's a multiplication of almost 35 times, and it kept rising higher and higher, reaching 74 million in 2024. But yeah, let's make a disgusting drawing instead, criticizing the game instead of helping. I mean, PETA has no idea just how much Japanese people in general, including the voice actress of Silent Suzuka herself, hold respect for these horses. In an interview, she was literally crying over Silent Suzuka's memory, wondering if she could properly convey the spirit of this legendary horse. Do PETA employees cry when they euthanize 70% of their animals for no reason? That's a rhetorical question. And then, of course, comes the very embarrassing community note that came in different languages. This is the Japanese one. It would say, this is hate speech. Might be a bit of a rough translation. Anyway, although the game Uma Musume Pretty Derby is in no way opposed to PETA's philosophy of establishing and defending animal rights, this post provokes those involved with the game. Reference about PETA. So that link is meant to show you that PETA's philosophy is to stand against anyone opposed to animal rights. Cool. Then it goes on to say, this post violates the guidelines of Uma Musume Pretty Derby by denigrating the honor and rights of
here we go.
Others, making it an antisocial post that does not follow the rules, like guidelines for derivative works of Uma Musume Pretty Derby. So here we get linked to the website of Uma Musume, outlining.
There was a stray dog in that our neighborhood fed. It got hit by a car accidentally one night. Oh, poor doggo. And all the neighbors actually euthanized it without letting it suffer. Oh, we even buried it under a tree in a park near our house. Oh God. I feel so bad for the doggo. But did you check if there was a way to like restore the doggo's health for somehow? Like if there was a way to heal it and make sure that it will live a great life without any pain, or euthanasia was the only solution? Because a little story, when I was 11, I believe, I was going to a friend's house and they had a dog. I got to the gate, opened the gate, and the buddy's dog ran away and it got hit by a car. We checked the dog. Thankfully, the dog did not suffer at all. Like, she wasn't dead. She lived all, and she was in great health. She later became a mother, by the way. We did a lot of bones were crushed and the spine was damaged. Oh my God, that was so much worse. Okay, yeah. So the dog of my buddy, yeah, she did a lot better. I think it's because it was on a like curve. The car had to slow down anyway. So yeah, the dog was hit by a very slower car. So she had a way better chances of survival and living a great life. The vet said that it will die slowly, or that they could euthanize it. Oh, yeah, euthanizing would have been the most humane thing to do, sadly. Let's continue.
Their terms of service for fan works. In a nutshell, you can create fan art, you can create fan merch, you can do all those things, but they cannot be political, they cannot be sexual, and they sure as hell cannot be gory or disturbing. That's exactly what PETA was doing. And finally, the community note would say, provocative posts intended to attract attention also have an aspect of spam and therefore violate X's terms of service.
Oh, also Twitter.
This also would be echoed by the community note in English, saying Cygames guidelines strictly prohibit violent or grotesque depictions of Uma Musume characters to respect the real horses. Using the IP for political advocacy or commercial gain is a direct violation of their derivative work guidelines. So seeing this, Twitter was overjoyed.
Oh, I've seen this post. Yeah. Finally, somebody will take down PETA.
Begging Cygames to sue the ever-living shit out of PETA, saying that there's approximately 5 different violations of Uma Musume community guidelines and actual grounds for a hefty lawsuit.
Yes.
I think it was safe to say at this point that no one was siding with PETA. But we're not just talking about the English-speaking audience here. This travesty had reached Japan, and the damage to their image there became catastrophic. A Japanese...
The PR damage was diabolical. I have seen this as well. Good to know.
This politician by the name of Kurishita Zenko, who used to be a part of the Japanese Metropolitan Assembly, would catch wind of this, and he would have something to say. It would be in Japanese, so here's the translation. He'd say, PETA, the world's largest animal rights organization, has...
I would have debated on that they're an animal rights organization. They are a fucking demonic cult.
Suddenly made the following post using illustrations from Uma Musume, sparking controversy. It already has a community note attached, stating it violates content guidelines, but we must recognize that just because it's a massive international organization doesn't necessarily mean it's fair, in reference to following the rules. He then replied to his own post, continuing, saying, PETA's incoherent accusations against Nintendo are...
Wait, what? Hey Nintendo, let cow race free. Remove her nose ring. What? It's not a style choice, it's a tool used to control and hurt cows in the... Oi, fuck off, PETA!
Still fresh in our memory. It almost feels like they're targeting Japanese content. Surely there are other things they should be doing to protect animals.
Yeah.
We continue further, referencing the article about the pet chihuahua we just saw earlier, saying, thank you for the information. I couldn't believe my eyes. Not many people in Japan know what kind of organization PETA is, so we should take this opportunity to spread the word.
Well, now you know what kind of disgusting shit PETA is. Welcome to the global world, I guess.
See how much damage this did? Look, this philosophy of bad publicity is always good publicity? No. Japan was under the impression that PETA actually stood for animal rights. Now they're finding out what kind of organization they truly are. In other words, they fucked around and they found out. But the finding out part wasn't over just yet. That's because out of nowhere, the owner of the late Silent Suzuka would say, in a quote tweet, straight up, go to hell, you shitty organization.
Based.
This would get 3 million views, 75,000 likes. I mean, straight up full support for this guy. And he's totally right. Someone would reply to the owner's post saying, I remember Suzuka's fracture being a comminuted fracture where the broken bones didn't protrude out. Not an open fracture like in that organization's picture where the bone is visible from the outside. But was I wrong? The owner would say, that's right.
They are targeting Japanese content because Japanese content is actually the only content being consumed right now. True. Well, and also a little bit of Chinese, but Chinese... the Chinese don't really care about human rights, so... yeah. So everybody is quote-unquote cool with them. But yeah.
In other words, PETA was straight up lying. That's not how the fracture looked. Am I surprised?
Nope.
No. Someone else would reply with, is this the group that was saying about Mario Kart's cow putting a nose ring on it as a symbol of livestock? This was in reference to what the politician had said earlier, that they had tried to go after Nintendo for this Mario Kart character. Like, how ridiculous is this? Their marketing campaign said, let cow race free, remove her nose ring. Like, surely there must be more important things to do.
Yeah.
A few days later, the owner of the late Silent Suzuka would quote tweet the tweet we just saw where he called PETA a shitty organization and say, the resentful voices from all over the world against that shitty organization group are intense. Seriously, what the hell did they do to get hated this much? Lol.
You have no fucking idea what they had done. Okay, let's open a document that is roughly the size of a fucking Bible. Class is in session.
Well, the Japanese people are slowly finding out, aren't they? In fact, my favorite tweet in all this, okay, was this guy going back to that dog AI-generated image of a fish being turned into sushi, quote tweeting it and saying, "It's honestly hilarious how the obese fast food nation that's all about burgers is nitpicking Japanese sushi."
Okay, that's a good one.
Just ruining their reputation worldwide, they were also ruining the American reputation worldwide. Not that it was very good to begin with, but still, it's not like they need more negative shit.
Indeed. The entertainment industry is not Hollywood, but Japan. And the gaming industry is not America, but China. Yeah, you're right about that. Yep, absolutely correct.
Overall, this whole thing was an absolute mess, and it only served to make it known that PETA is terrible. Now everyone is starting to get aware of this. This was one of the worst decisions the social media team of PETA could have taken, and now people are simply begging Cygames to sue the ever-living shit out of them. I usually try to stay neutral in my videos, but dude, even I'm hoping that happens, okay? I truly want to see that. That would be so cool.
I want to see that happen. Like, really.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching until the end. If you're interested in the entire history of Uma Musume Pretty Derby and how it came to be, as well as how it helped to revitalize the entire horse racing industry, then make sure to check out the video I made about it a few months ago called The Chaotic History of the Horse Game That Took Over the World.
Maybe one day.
And if you want to get a healthy alternative to an energy drink for this Christmas, then make sure to hit the Gamer Subs and use the code.
I am already drinking Gamer Subs a lot, so you don't have to advertise it to me.
Legion for 10% off your total order. It helps me directly, and I'm sure you'll enjoy the product. Thank you so much again for watching the video platonically until the end, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. I love you so much. Mwah.
PETA representative. We believe that all animals should be free. We give them this freedom by killing them. Yep. Well, to summarize it, fuck PETA, and I wish they would have been disbanded into oblivion. God, I am praying for that day to happen. PETA is like a box of chocolate. They will kill your dog. Wait, seriously? A box of chocolate will kill a dog? Okay, that terrifies me. If Uma Musume is what causes PETA to finally crumple and die, I'll play the damn game. Me too! All animals should be freed from life. Are you talking like... do you represent... that is PETA's philosophy? Yeah, that was what I was about to say. Oh my god. Oh god, you almost scared me for a second, to be honest. Oh, holy shit. PETA using AI as if AI isn't destroying the natural habitat of animals. True. Fuck AI also. Oh my god. Also, I've seen this little short. Yeah, there's this short. All hail the leaders of WUWA. WUWA's supreme leaders. Let's see.
Welcome to Jinzhou.
Jinshi, Phoebe. Right. Phoebe is now the leader of the Order of the Deep. About to be.
Serve your will. Follow your will.
Yep.
Good boy.
Also, chocolate and grapes kill dogs.
Typically, when you see someone abuse
Oh, for fuck's sake. And fuck off, you fucking ugly piece of shit. Where is there a screenshot? A great screenshot. Oh. Now that's a good screenshot to finish on. Holy fucking shit. Well, I guess on that terrifying and terrible note, I guess it will be it for today. It's nearly midnight. I have to go to sleep. I have to go and rejuvenate my energy a little bit. Julian already left, so it's only you, Dark. My god, was it an absolutely big stream for once. Let's see. How many videos I was reacting to? A shit ton of videos, to be honest. Like, wait, only 3? Ah, no. Like 6 big videos. Holy shit. I reacted to a lot of shit today. Anywho, I'm good night Apex 10. Yeah. Good night to you, Doc. To you too. My tongue. Good night to you too, Doc. Also, before I finish, I will reschedule the Wednesday stream to Tuesday for the WoW 3.0 update. Oh, I already know how to name that stream. Anywho, see you later. See you later too. And as usual, bye bye. Oh, those cat ears are adorable. Anywho, wasted.